That was Tinubu, that was Obi in Port Harcourt 2022, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, 2023. So nothing has changed. It's just different. It's the same script. One would say the same actors, but with a little twist to it. Just to add suspense to the with the hope of you know the gullible ones will fall along. Um, yeah, that was the same people, same style. I'm looking for video of when they joined KDC. So this is where we were saying this is when we be joined.
Today is the last day of 2025. So we are ending this year
This was about fun.
with a hope that in 2026 we will begin a journey of rescue of our country. For proper socio-economic development that will be unifying and inclusive. We have all watched those who benefited from our democracy sometimes now become accessories to destroying our democracy, either through coercion and gangsterism against the opposition. We cannot allow this to happen. We will resist it. We've not seen people who benefited in our democracy be part of celebrating electoral floor publicly. And we are saying that those who are planning to rig an election in Nigeria come 2027, we will resist it by every means lawful and legitimate. And we are urging this happen because we have weakened speakers, which we are urging them in the coming election. We must do whatever it is to follow the rules and the regulation, starting by educational qualification for eligibility to sit for any election. We can no longer be where they are asking whether this person went to school or not. We have 1 year now to determine who went to school and who didn't go to school. We have 1 year now for people to tell us the school they attended. And when they left those schools, we don't want it to be something we go to court after election. They say it's pre-election matter. We have pre-election situation now to verify everybody who wants to contest the election for Nigeria. And we must follow that. Our commitment is about Nigeria. In all my touring and everything, we are committed to a better Nigeria, and we found all the studies that we have followed religiously, and I'm going to mention a few to tell you why it is important what we are doing here today and why we must follow it, and know that two things are critical if we are going to turn around Nigeria. We must stay united. Nigeria today is not united. We must ensure the unity of the country. We must ensure we have competent leadership.
First.
I have followed
The opposition should show example
of
by uniting,
where we have
just like we did in 2020,
where we have strife,
in
where there is
2013.
disunity, and where there is unity,
Nigeria follow suit.
and what it brought about.
Charity begins at home. The opposition should unite first, and Nigerians will reciprocate. I mean, it's not something new. It happens in 2013 when they unite, and the ordinary Nigerian responded. It's as simple as that. Nigerians are not stupid. They can see. They are hunger day, but shit. They see what they cry, they see road. This was 2023. 2023, 3 years ago. The evolution of Peter Obi at the national stage. Fascinating. It's fascinating. It's fascinating. I think the next crisis that is about to hit, I won't call it, I don't know how I'll call it crisis, or the next stage of confusion is when Pomposo decide to leave. I still don't believe Pomposo will ride behind the wheel all the way to the finish of the cycle. That is too risky. Just presidential ambition. But I could be wrong. Until then, I ain't giving up. I don't believe Punk will do right on to the air. So that's the next that is the next turn of event that will come. I don't know when that's going to happen, but it will happen before the election. That I know. I am fully confident. But as I said, I'm waiting to be wrong. Uh, Inshallah, as the next problem that is coming to hit uh, the Obi political ambition, Unkoso will leave. But let's see, let's go
Read it
to
from you. There's a question you wanted.
current
But,
developments.
Senator Dutty.
Let's go to
He's my younger brother. And a brother that I'm very, very proud of. He has decided to join the train to the future, a different future for Nigeria. You know that he ran for on a different platform in the 2023 election as a vice presidential candidate. This time, he decided he will join a party and play a very active role in positioning it to win elections at all levels and give Nigerians a different trajectory and a change. He has taken his time to take that decision. I know him, he doesn't just take a decision on the spur of the moment. He will speak for himself, but I know that he's joining the right party. We are grateful that he chose us. We are honored. And I would like to say to all the people who have come with him, his old friends, his old colleagues, people from the Labour Party, people who have shown faith, people who have stood with him for all this time, people who believe that we need a new Nigeria, people who believe that we need to work. We can't just wish a new Nigeria for our children, for their children. People who believe that Nigeria has no future unless we change this administration, unless we put new faces and new spirits and new people. Those are the people who have come with him. I want to thank you very much. Thank you. For showing faith, for taking his advice that PRP is where we should be. We welcome you and we assure you that you have all the space you need. From the moment you join PRP, you are an equal member of this party. We don't have strangers, we don't have landlords, we don't have tenants in PRP. Everybody is equal. And we're in this business, we're very serious about it. We believe PRP can win this election, either on our own, or in alliances, or in conjunction with other parties. We also believe that Nigerians have one chance, one opportunity now, one opportunity to stop the decline of this country to a point where it cannot be salvaged. And this is 2027. That is why you see patriots like Detty and the people who are here. Nobody is here playing politics. This is a struggle. This government insists that it must come back to continue to make our lives more of a misery. We are here because we believe we must resist this. We and millions of Nigerians will resist this. This is our country. The country does not belong to the APC. Nigeria belongs to us, it belongs to our children, and the future belongs to our children and the grandchildren. And we will not yield the future of our children and their grandchildren to a government that has shown no empathy, no compassion, no sympathy for the future of our children. I would like to use this opportunity to appeal to other Nigerians. Join our journey. Support us. We are very, very serious about changing the nature of leadership in this country. We will not steal people's kobo. We will secure Nigerians. We will rebuild the economy of Nigeria. We will reunite Nigerians. We will remove the hate in our hearts against each other. And we will
So Nigeria hates
restructure
Nigeria. Eh?
Every Nigerian will feel a part of this country. So thank you very much. I know that everybody is busy. This visit is brief.
Lazy
But I
set
can
up.
tell you, since I became chairman, today is one of
I
my
think the
happiest days.
obedient,
Not just because,
the Gen Z will do a better job.
not just because I'm welcoming my own younger
Steer
brother,
the
an
affairs of
accomplished politician in his own right,
this country.
and a great member of our party,
When
but
they are
because I
of
see
age to
all the
run
people who have come with him
institution,
to show
I
solidarity
think
and
they
to
will,
say
they
we are
will,
part of this
they'll
journey.
be more competent.
Welcome to PRP. Thank you very much.
Very happy. We just sit down for Abuja.
Honorable
Various
National
deliver
Chairman
speeches.
of People's Redemption Party, Dr.
That would-
Hakim Baba Ahmed,
That is
Honorable
lack
National
of respect
Secretary,
for the voters.
Chief Sonny, Kanu Sonny, and my leaders in the People's Redemption Party, my colleagues who have followed me to join this party from the Labour Party, Dr. Olorun Femi, just to mention a few, Obiora, Ahonotu, my good friends and younger ones from the Inspired Leadership Emergence Forum, ILEF, led by Honorable Najib Hamza, distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the press, whom I singularly call the media force. Good afternoon to you all. I'm highly honored and privileged to be at this historic occasion. I wonder how many times in the history of a country it happens that a national chairman is actually welcoming his, but this is Nigeria, this is life. For you, we take things as they come. We're very genuine and we're very legit. I have said it before that next to what God Almighty does with his creation is what authority does with its subjects. Leadership is too important to be ignored. I have also said that there is no shortage of good people, wonderful people, qualified people in Nigeria. What happened was that they shied away from politics, largely responsible to the situation we find ourselves in today. We have not experienced or witnessed an era as the last 3 years where the section 14B of the political group running this country happens to be disorganizing, destabilizing other political parties without honor, without shame. The organism called Federal Republic of Nigeria is such a powerful one.
Excuses. I
Rich,
will not write the rules and regulations.
resourced,
Nobody
with a lot
you guys
of
did not even consult anyone. You guys
uh,
draft the rules and
human
by yourself.
capital to it. Therefore, when the might of Nigeria is descended
time,
upon unsuspecting political organizations, they should be lucky to still be alive today. Quite frankly, it is a miracle that PRP has survived the onslaught that has been going on for the last 3 years. I have also said that so long as you bear the name of a human being, however high you are, a human being will sort you out. And that is what is going to happen. PRP is getting set to produce the next federal government of Nigeria. State governments of Nigeria, every layer, and the legislature.
They are your professional colleagues too. That Ahmed is a teacher.
We have borne the brunt of a group that captured the state of Nigeria so easily. I want to state now that even if the next election were to be declared at 3 a.m. or 2 a.m., it will be resisted.
By who?
They were only about 6 to 8 hours ahead of me in 2023.
People go spend billions of dollars to do election. Now what is
was made at 4 a.m.
Good luck.
I see PRP as a party that will not sit down and watch electoral victory so easily be taken away from the Nigerian people. I see PRP
professor that
will look
time. Welcome.
In the face and tell them,
I know that will be
you will be
resisted. Colleagues. When
face their authorities, the three main authorities that we know, which I don't have to mention.
Good morning.
Tell them this is who we are.
Professor Data,
declaring
come on.
and wrong results is a criminal act. We as citizens, we as Democrats, we as candidates have taken it upon ourselves to stop constituted authorities from committing criminal acts. And so therefore, Professor Amutekun will not declare a fake result in 2027.
I like the way they say
IREV will not develop a glitch. Nobody will sneak ICC and declare a fake winner of any election.
If you guys intended to,
no barrels will be pointed at Nigerians
as opposition.
No tear gas will be shot at Nigerians. No Nigerians will be followed and arrested because they are stopping criminals from continuing with criminality. I have seen PRP for what it is. I have come out from another political party that suffered the onslaught. I have also said we should feel sorry for ourselves.
Last time I checked, you are a card-carrying member of PRP.
Believe people will say, God forbid bad thing.
How can you say PRP is a bad thing?
What do you concern Agbero with overload?
Well, they are trying to share the load among themselves. So the load no go heavy again.
What do you concern Agbero with overload? Being join politics? If they tell you say I join politics, will you not defend me? Say it's not.
Well, it is people like you that Ahmed is complaining about. The good people are shying away from politics. See?
No, there is one book I read. I can't remember the author. It's an American politician. He said, there is no way of putting up with an immoral situation without getting oneself contaminated. You get the point?
Yeah.
How many more years? How many more years do I have to spend in this world? At old age, I should learn to become left-handed. Not so.
Well, I know when it comes to Nigerian contest, you are just you are in your middle age in terms of politics.
I'm sorry.
So you are not in that old age category yet.
I'm a teacher. Let me continue teaching. All my life I've been a teacher.
So we need you people to come to the forefront. That's what Papa Ahmed saying. But they are not showing good example. They say the opposition is fighting them, and the easiest way to beat the opposition is to stick together. But for some reason, maybe I don't see what they are saying. They
Don't mind me.
we are back at where we were in 2023.
Where, where,
Obi left
where
PDP
were they? Where were
exactly
they
this
during
time.
Buhari's time?
That's exactly what I'm
Where were
saying.
they?
So we are back in
When Buhari was in government, what were they saying? They're all birds of a feather,
they were saying he's incompetent.
and that's all. But there was no
that
gang
was
up.
that, that was
They
the
did not gang up to
that
remove
was the
him.
excuse. Yeah, he was competent. They gave him second
Very
chance.
good.
Eh? And they are now expecting me not to give my governor second
Don't
chance.
mind them.
Eh? Is it?
They are all the same. They are all the same.
Oh,
Those
God.
days where they Benin, they'll say they are all 10 and 10 pence. They say 10 and 10 pence.
All right. Obasanjo was not competent. They gave him second chance. Eh? Buhari is not competent. Give him second chance. They are planning to give Tinubu second chance again. They are telling us a story. So exactly where we were this time, 2022, when Obi left. When Obi discovered that the article will not will go is going for the ticket. So he left immediately before the primaries, couple of days to the primaries, to join the Labour Party. So we are seeing the same thing again. Well, as soon as he found that the Atiku is still very much interested, he left. So
Are these people really out to serve the country? Or they just no reasonable members of the human race? In fact, the Americans have just returned from the moon. You get the point? That is what brave.
in fact, now the America with their laws. So the states are resisting building data centers. So because data center is pretty much the new, like building a refinery, when the when oil was just discovered, or building electricity grid, where in the neighborhood people will be complaining of the hazards. So the same thing is happening to the data center. So the communities are complaining that it's impacting their electricity generation and water, because you need a lot of water to keep the grid cold and all that. So, well, the Elon Musk and friends are saying, well, since things are getting difficult, it's as if the focus should be on space. So they are moving the data centers to space. So in the next 10 years, pretty much all the data centers that are supposed to be in our neighborhood will be in space, and they will still achieve the same results. So we are looking for we still want to they are still promising electricity.
Not even electricity in Lagos. They are promising toilets. They are building toilets in Lagos.
Okay, Mr. James, you should start listening to local
No,
news.
but that is
Okay.
true. They are building toilets in Lagos. When people are talking of space research, they are building toilets. And they will be advertising it. That
Oh
we
my word.
provided 5,000 toilets this year.
Ah, there is a reason I'm trying to shy away from talking about the changes that are happening, because it's depressing. But we don't get choice with the war going on. Everybody will feel it. We will gradually we are being shifted to the stone age, but we don't see it yet.
And we're already back in the Stone Age.
it will still be
We're
obvious.
already in stupid.
So these people, I've been saying it. Those who are in power now are not the problem. They don't escape. The Tunubus, they've escaped. There's nothing. But this big group of gangs who want to take over, oh my God, they are worse. These people, this they will be the Shewore, all these people who are parading themselves, they are worse. One, you really, if the situation is really bad and you really want to help the people, why don't you go and organize the people? That's it. Just lead them to the vote,
Apart,
to the
apart,
police. Let's see how they will do it.
apart from organization,
Or you guys should join your little power. All this will now in grammar speaking, every platform to platform. Come together and speak in one voice and see if there's not going to be change. But no.
apart from organization, what is their manifesto? What do they have? What do you want to do in the next 4 years? No
Mr.
one
James,
is,
you're asking for too much.
nobody is mentioning anything at all. At least Shagari talked about green revolution, which he could not implement. At least he had a manifesto, MPN.
See, the question you are raising, right? Is the next just wait oh. Just imagine when Obi moved to Obi believe in Labour Party manifesto, right? If there's anyone going to 2023, he believe in that one, socialism, everything, whatever I believe. Then he moved to ADC. ADC 4 months ago, ADC was the holy grail. They had their they had their manifesto. He believed in that. Today is in NDC. NDC will have their constitution. We will also believe in it. So if you ask that question, that's why I say you're asking for too much. That is not even their periphery. They will write. They will go and copy constitution on the internet, manifesto on the internet, put it together. Maybe 2 weeks to election.
You know,
So that will now be the debate that will be
in
happening.
2022, I asked this question. I asked many people this question. They say, "Oh, just go and check our website. It's there. You can read it from our
Yes.
website." Is it the village woman in Abakaleke or in Gwadabawa? Is it website is going to read to know who to vote for? You
No,
get the point?
that's
These
the
people are
vote
just
is not for
clowns.
them.
They are clowns.
Because at the end of the day, the policy that they will work on is what you will be giving to them from Washington
No,
or from
from
London
Chatham House.
or
From
from
Chatham House.
yeah, that's which is London, yes. So that's where the policy will come from European Union. So those are the people that will that will drive the policy. So they know. So what's the point of spending times and spending money trying to sit down with the people, know their plan, and factor that into their manifesto? That's too much. Stop by turn, Mr. Jim. That's why I said, you are still too young to be saying that you don't want to be
No,
part
no,
of
no.
it. You don't have to do gra gra. You just have to be a member and wait.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Be be a member and wait. That's it. You are in Gambia now. Just before just start your renewal meeting. Every evening, once in a week, you just gather your friends. You guys just have a talk and you just send pictures to headquarters in Abuja that the meeting was successful. Before you know, they will send you some brown envelope for mobilization. You mobilize it, you are in. It's as easy as that. It's as simple. You don't have to, unless you want to be president. Then now you're asking for too much. You are looking for trouble. You want to be governor, okay? You are looking for trouble. If you want to be senator, you are looking for trouble, okay? Because that one, turn by turn, or you have more. If you want it now, you have to spend money. But in your own case, you don't want all that. You just want to be your job is just to be sending units. But Mr. J, talking about manifesto, right? I think that is the next because they will have to commercialize it. Now, what do I mean by that? What you are saying, right? Back in those days, that emphasis was so much in manifesto. You have politicians who actually, write their speeches themselves, who do what is needed to be done to even show example. So today, they employ what they call think tank, right, to write all those policies that will eventually turn to manifestos. So, because that's what they are doing. Because that's the next level, right? That's the next level, and they are already some politicians are already setting up think tanks already. The likes of, if you remember, in that 2020, was it 2020? No, 2019. This former central bank deputy governor from the east was a young man to forgot his name now. So he has already set up his think tank. The likes of Ezekwesili is in that line of business now too. The former minister of communication, Lai Mohammed, is in that line of business, but he's into lobbying. He's working with the lobby firm. So that's the next level of their of where they want to go to. They will commercialize the process of writing those. Because that's exactly what they do in America. Yeah.
Anyway,
So
a good
everything is it's not about the people. It's about it's everything. We think we are develop, we advance. So we do things the way they do it in London, in America. So at a very high level, just to exclude a lot of people. So it's deliberate. They know what they are doing.
anyway, I have no confidence in them.
No, no, this a bunch of yeah, the actors. The actors. They are the new Nollywood stars.
Well, so
So
they are now
they,
is it PROP or which party?
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
Amino
PROP
Kano's
now.
party. I see
Yes.
People Redemption something.
Yeah, People Relation Party. And so now, brother, these are two brothers. The older brother is the chairman of the party now.
But his philosophy, his style of doing things, do not rhyme with that of late Amino Kano.
No, 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 no. These are different people. Okay, the one thing you should understand: this guy, he is married to one of the top generals' daughter, the Obasanjo's clique. Yeah. So this Gragra that you are seeing, this all this is so he's representing the military elite. So it's still the same, the same
The same
old.
pyramid.
So so the division that is happening in at that level with Obasanjo, Obasanjo have his own group, right? And so that's what you are seeing playing out. So these ones are with all the, no, has universities, all the investment, every all this money and all that is all military, all the money we then get during military time. So they just invest and throw.
Oh, I see. Was he a soldier?
No, no, no. Just married to the
I
family.
see.
He's an academician.
It's okay. May God bless him.
So that's why you see. That's why you see he speak the way he speak. You know, if anybody talk the way he talk like that, you will not hear from him again. People don't understand that aspect of it. So these people are not just they are not just average Nigerian who are just passionate or who want to change things. Not like they are the evolution of their grandfather. I mean, not their father self. Obasanjo's and the likes of Danjumas, the likes of not those their class. These are they are their upstrings. So in other words, assuming the general as a son would have been him rather than being the son-in-law.
It's okay. May God bless them.
It's it's the same people.
For the disorganized nature. Don't feel bad about anybody moving from one party or another.
You see?
It's no longer a crime. The might of Nigeria descended on political parties. The might of Nigeria, the wealth of Nigeria was not spent in providing security. Sambisa is there running as it wishes. The Northwest, all hell is let loose, and it is gradually seeping down to the South.
Where were you during
The
Buhari's
group that did not provide security for Nigeria, the group that did not
They were busy investing now because
economy,
when Buhari was
the
in
group
charge,
that could not
they
stop
were
stealing.
in charge of the national cake. So all the investments, right? They made a lot of money. They expanded their empire. They built more schools, more hospitals. He controls one of the biggest hospitals in Africa. He has about three private universities. So when you ask that question, where were they? They were focused. They were busy because Buhari would not supervise the money, but at the same time be physically in charge of buying goals, right? So these are the intellectual behind the scene who are investing the proceeds. And in return, they will have to sponsor the Buhari's political career. Buhari's son is coming now is the next House of Representative
Oh, I see.
person to represent them.
I see.
And I believe from there he will be into the governor, be governor one day of Castina. After he serves as governor, the next thing is to be for the number one seat. And the popularity, the name is already there, so it's a cycle of life, Mr. James. That's why I said don't run away. Just something, just collect card
I'm not.
and
I'm
be
sorry.
writing papers.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You kindly let me disappoint you. I'm not interested.
All you have to do is to write a renew headline every week, every weekend. Just renew article.
Like Daniel Bola.
Exactly from Ghana.
I
That's
should be
it.
like Daniel
You
Bola.
know, easy, simple. I mean, is it what is it going to cost you to defend these people? You don't even need to do any extra research. You don't even to study. It's easy to just so don't shy away. You don't have to come around the streets. Don't worry, they have a different class for that. They have a different class for those kind of activities. So
Tended heavily on political parties. I say, congratulations to PRP. Congratulations to any party that remains standing up till now. We have seen them for what they are, and we have drawn the line. They can cheat us no more. At this point, I am calling on those good Nigerians, to realize that if you can contest an election and you refuse to, you are as bad as or even worse than the group that is misleading Nigeria. It is no longer a choice. Every good Nigerian must come out to help in this drive to rescue Nigeria. If you can contest, contest. And if
you're
you
always
lose
sitting in
that seat,
Abuja and be
support.
calling on every Nigerian.
If you cannot contest, continue to support. Come out on election
The
day.
problem is this.
Stay on election day.
His support base is in the
Travel
north. His support base is in the north. As for the east, don't be surprised if we even score zero votes in the east. In the west, Bola Tinubu's domain. So what chances are seen to win any election in the country? Or is it the middle
That's
belt?
exactly
Is it the middle belt that will vote for him?
Nah, they don't even have a followership too in terms of the real sense of followership. There, no, as a group of as a person and even as a party, they are just they just want a space in the media because that's what Nigerian politics or this Western democracy that we won't categorize is all about popularity. How do you get popular? How to just go on the media. So, and presidential race is the loudest speaker, is the best, is the highest platform to sell your idea, to sell yourself, to sell whatever it is. So that's why you see them doing this. So if they have decided to, assemble themselves under one big party to be, nobody, they will not have this kind of platform because there are other big guy boy men ahead of them. So the whole point of having multiple political platform is for negotiation too. So it's for that. It was Baba, the other one, the older one was serving in the Tinubu administration.
Yeah, he resigned.
Was a senior advisor to the president on political matters. So, and it was because it was a face of another platform called the Northern what's the association
Yeah,
called?
Arewa Consultative Forum.
Yeah, so it was the face, it was their speaker, so that exposed him to that position. So this is it's all hustle. So this is how they maintain the power at that just within that level. So they cannot afford to play second role, second, no, they can't. In the goodness of what I like. So he understand that Obi is not going to they are not going to feed him as a running mate to Obi again. So does that mean nobody will hear from me again? No. So he has to move. First of all, if his elder brother took over the chairmanship of the party first, and now he's coming in, they will pave way for him. So he's not going to run as a presidential candidate. According to them, they want to. It's in Southampton. But I would not be surprised if you pick up a form, a senatorial form or something. I will not be surprised because they have too much money now. At this point, there's too much money that have been, siphoned for decades, decades. So how and now we have men who are of age to. It's time to spend the money. It's time to invest the money, and the best way to invest money in Nigeria is through politics. So the best way to cover up your investment too is through politics. So you can't have two, three universities, have hospitals, that means you have up to 1,000 employees under you, and you say you don't want to run for a political office. If you don't want to, that means your donation to political candidate is going to be at the top level. That's the only way you maintain the you keep the power and the wealth going. So they are not all this all this na cover up. The same thing, Mr. James. If I have millions now, I'll do the same thing.
Oh, you will enter politics.
Unless I don't want to live in Nigeria, yeah. Because
You said you want to business.
that that's the only way you can be protected.
Yeah, that's what I mean. To save your business from collapse.
Yes, that's the only way you be protected. I'm not necessarily going to be say go vote for me, vote for me. No, for me that's you are pretty much a messenger. All this when you are vying for office because you have to compromise a lot for you to be a political office holder, there's a lot of compromise you have to make. Right? I don't want to do all that. So I rather play on the background, right? Because that's the only way, as I said, that's the only way you will. Because the only people that have the power to terrorize you is still the government. In Nigeria, police go attack you first. You are scared of police first before anybody go come. Before any criminal go fit attack you, that means police are not doing their job, right? So if you invested in their circle, you'll be protected, right? Yeah, legally, physically, even spiritually, you have a direct access to Adeboye. That's where that's the that's the that's the game.
But
And again,
I wonder how people can be easily fooled.
because you said it now. Everybody like woman now. Why you don't believe it? Isn't that only the old men and the politicians that then they get carried away to? No, the point is that people are not carried away easily because they have choice. They are carried away because they don't have choice. They don't have choice in the sense that the basic essence of life has not been met yet, which is just food and shelter, hard security journal. So once you promise say I will, you give you the next meal. I mean, I think it's only human. It's only human to accept that. So another way to see it is that why these people who are looking for power are promising, Obi go say, support me, right? You wear contract, support me with minister of this, support me. You understand? You are promising. Tinubu gang will come. They will give you that promise, right? Just like you now, Mr. James. If Obi say, hey, come work for me, right? You know, if I succeed, I will make you to head education, this, that, where you can contribute. Either you want to make money or whatever. But me, as Tinubu, I will come. I say, Mr. James, that your brother for Beniso, or that your daughter for Asaba, or that your son for Meduguri. I think he's experienced enough to be director of one of the federal government parastatals. Why not send the name in? So who you go support? So it's not that people are easily fooled. When you go to a community, vote for me. If you vote for me, I go make sure say you get light.
You know,
Me
no,
go call community, I'll call the general manager for NEPA for that light. Give them light for 2 days.
no. In 1980, you get the point. This
Yes.
kind of politics you are describing is what they were playing in Liberia.
Okay.
Exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
But in April 1980, when Samuel Doe took over the government, a lot of people regretted ever getting themselves mixed up with politicians. Jerry Rawlings in 1979 did the same thing in Ghana. People suffered severely. Many people fled the country. They fled. The unfortunate ones were executed. So the case of Nigeria, this rot cannot continue forever. I'm not saying there's going to be a military takeover. I'm not a soldier. I don't keep their company.
Something
Anything
well. Yeah.
can happen. Anything can happen. There could be popular uprising that cannot be explained.
So I think this is already happening. It's just going to get worse. Now the general people they feel these changes right now. The bigger guys soon their business will begin to crumble because I always like to tell people instead of looking to what is happening in Iran to say, oh, Iran they win, Iran they lose, America they win, America they lose. No, look the world as it is today, which economy is feeling the heat? Because the global trade is no longer flowing the way it's flowing. There's restriction everywhere. So even the underground money, the drugs money that were flowing, that's what when you see the Americans hitting the Mexico drug cartel, when you see America going after Venezuela, hitting the northern Nigeria really hard, all we talk about in northern Nigeria, oh, is they are coming for the resources, they are digging gold. All those are true. Do Mr. James, do we know how many drugs money that flow in from outside the world into Nigeria to just be banked in our banks, or the ones that are going outside the country? We don't talk about that. The cocaine, the hard drugs, the all those things. Who is primarily the business of the elite? The military chiefs, the police chiefs, the custom chiefs, the retired ones. That is their main source of on money that are coming that's unaccounted for. The illegal oil that has been flowing now that the the traffic within the Atlantic, the Pacific, and all the seas in the world are beginning to be, everybody don't they calculate his risks. They will begin to feel it. So within the next couple of years, 1 to 3 years, problem go day, it go hit them hard. It go hit them hard, and that are what you are saying. They cannot. I mean, what are you going to do? Ordinary, they are not now. You now know that they are not the one responsible for your problem. It is the policy of the government that is directly now affecting you, because they are not, the Americans are now saying our foot is on the ground. We want to control those money. Not necessarily they want to stop it, right? Americans, they don't they see money. Nobody they see money to the eye. No, those illegal money, they want to control it directly, and that means it's not going to control the regular people again, especially those who are not in line with their own ideology. So there's a big problem coming, that what you are foreseeing, it will happen sooner than we even think. It's just that we don't know how the form is going to take, just as you are saying.
You see, I was listening to one video today. The Chinese, they've lifted the tariffs from goods emanating from a number of African countries, increase the number. Unfortunately, Nigeria has nothing to offer
No,
because all the industries are kaput. Production capability is very close to zero.
it's
So
zero.
we have nothing to export to China to make money there without paying tariffs. You get the point?
Yep.
The only
And
way out, the only way out of this problem for the whole of Africa, not only Nigeria, is engineering, manufacturing industries. They can manufacture ballistic missiles, fighter planes, or whatever it is, provided it is engineering. That's the only way out.
they
All
don't
this
have
illegal money, dirty money, they launder behind the scene. It's just, in English, they say it's ephemeral. It just comes and goes. You
they
get
don't
the
have the
point?
discipline to do
To
that.
manage it.
Because even you self talk am. Now women they dey like, right? And
Of course,
you put it in a very simple and light way. That's why people they go off people head. If you read the Brave New World, the Brave New World, now exactly what you they thought, that the people will be more that the hardship or pain is not going to come in form of force, but rather in form of pleasure. So that's exactly what you are describing. We too like life. So our leaders are not disciplined to actually take, because the engineering we are talking about, they have to invest. Whatever you think or you formulate or you are able to put into that, you have to actually produce it. How do you produce it now money? So they are not disciplined to that point that you are talking about. So it's not going to happen. The
Agree.
production that will
Agree.
be built in Africa, unfortunately, will be built by see the same interest outside. Unfortunately, and that means we are not going to control it.
Anyway, as for
That's the
coming to the
only way. That's
situation,
I think that's the only way out.
it's engineering. It's the only way out.
That's the only way out.
The
Americans
only
are
way out.
yes.
Look,
Chinese
look,
have
look at Ukraine. They are fighting a war. Yet they still sell drones to people. You get the point?
yes.
Look at the Iranians. They are still doing business with people in the midst of war. Can you remember during the Nigerian Civil War, were the Biafrans able to trade with people? I mean, it was not possible because the engineering base was lacking. You get the point?
Yeah.
So,
It is uh we know I don't know. When you phrase it that way is the only way. I think there's no other way to put it because that's what bring Chinese to where they are today.
it's
All,
engineering.
all their leaders are either nuclear scientists, professor, or uh, internet. Like most of them, they are all technically, and that's exactly what is happening in America today. Now, it was still the same engineering that made America to win World War when they set up the Manhattan Project, under military control, of course. But what the Trump administration is doing now, they are doing it privately. They are they are bringing all the private companies together. Because you said it now drone now, so all the Elon Musk, all the Zuckerberg, all the Google, all the sex, every one of them are, as we speak, are revolutionizing the American industry through that engineering. So those one with the Washington DC are lawyers. They implement their law to make sure the society is in check, but they subcontract that aspect of the next industrial revolution to the private engineer,
Setup.
of course, under the supervision of Pentagon. We will not vote. If even our military no vote get
You know,
engineering.
look, Nigerian, is it the military chief now? I don't know what they call him. He surprised me recently. He said at least when our vehicles are blown up, if we have the spare parts, we are able to fix it easily. That's a, no, I just feel, I mean, what kind of human being is this? When
That's
the
like,
Iranians are, when the Iranians
yeah,
are manufacturing their own type of missiles, indigenous to Iran, firing it into Israel without being intercepted. You are talking, my brother who is a motor mechanic, can be those
exactly
kind
that.
of things he's talking about.
Yes, that's what he will say, and that is because he
Now, his
doesn't have the
brother who is a motor
resources.
mechanic, he can do
Yes,
to fix motor parts. What is that? To remove the engine and replace. I mean, oh my God.
and you know what now? That's what human being don't even do that anymore. At least in today America, it's done by robots now.
That's it.
That's the next level. That's the next this factory they are building. Everything that Manhattan project took how many million people? I think what 13 million people working every day. That is from the cleaner to the highest engineering professor at the top. They were working 24/7. So is they are talking about Nigeria to we the funniest thing kai, that's why it's hard I to talk about to focus on geopolitics is very is sad. It's very we just it's as if we the world is going right, we just decide to turn back and go left. As if we are every day working hard to make sure we don't just be going backward. That's exactly what we are doing. It's not that things are happening to us that we don't know. No, we are the one, as
I
in working
remember
every
I
day.
remember something you were saying some time ago. It would have been better for us to go back to Benin Empire days.
That's it.
Because during those days, the bronze work in Benin, which is a form of metallurgy engineering, was
It's a
increased.
system, yeah.
Good. Now, the streets in Benin, have you been to Benin City?
Yeah.
So the Loving Road,
Yes.
that road is a circle. Then
Yeah.
from that circle, you have Akpakpava. That road is dead straight. It's as if it's a surveyor that planned it.
That's Sapler Road, yeah.
Now Akbomba Road. That
Yeah.
road is dead straight.
Yeah.
Sapler Road, dead straight.
Straight, yeah.
Airport Road, dead straight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then there's a street at the front of Oba's Palace, Plymouth Road, the same thing. The Urban Market Road, up to GBO, it was dead straight. Then there's a bifurcation. Siloko Road, dead straight. What's it called? Kewa Road, dead. These were people who lived hundreds of years ago. They had no knowledge of calculus or differential equations. How were they able to accomplish those things? And look at the moat. The dog.
And nothing. Talking about those, nothing has. There's no addition to those road up to now.
No.
We have not. We have not been able to
got it
design
right.
to.
You got it right.
It was.
Look at the moat, the dog around the city.
Yes, that's what defense.
So these were great engineers in their own way. So it would have been better if we go back then and start from there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We don't need to go study anything outside the planet, outside the world, to develop your locality. Now your own ingenuity and what you have around, now you will design what you see. That's why if you go to China, it's different from if you go to America. It's different if you go to London. It's different if you come to everywhere is different for a reason. Because people who are there are different. Their reality is different. But no, until we replicate what we see in London, in America, then we think that's progress. So we are just running. As I said, we are not even running circle, according to as some people will describe. We are engineering our way backward, like actively. That's why somebody will come international, is making a very serious speech. You will be replacing the word kill with buy. And I'll look at you. What do you think you are doing to yourself, to your future generation? You are rewriting your history to your own detriment. Like, people don't think. It's sad.
Well,
so at times, it's just, I think for me, that's the only way. There is no way we cannot meet up. Meeting up, we cannot build a society trying to replicate American system. There's no way we cannot do it. Or trying to repeat the British system. There's no way we can do it. Especially this generation, these men that parade and say these people don't even think that way. They not want to be like Saudi Arabia. South want to be like like Silicon Valley. It's just fucking crazy. Every time I just look at Nigeria as Nigerians leader, I will just say, God. The fact, Mr. Jim, to know the fact that even Kwame Nkrumah said exactly what is happening right now in 1963. Like the same thing that these people they are coming back, and when they come back, their grandparent experience will be a child's play. And that's exactly what is happening.
Anyway, let's see how development will go between now and let's say 5 to 10 years from now. We'll be able to predict with greater degree of accuracy what the future of the black man will be. Because we've got a lot to learn from.
The future of black man, Mr. J.
We've got a lot to fall back on. So if we are unable to chart a course as a people, then we better write it off.
You are just going to see more people. I don't know. It's going to be worse. 'Cause poverty is just going to keep it crazy. Not that, and all these leaders have escape routes.
Well, but yeah, they have escape road because they have a place to go, but they have to play it. They have to get along with the people of the place they are going to, or else it's
Yeah,
only
but the people, I don't know, man. The people will get Showore to lead them, and he will lead them astray. And they will jump from the people will get they will give them Obi again. Obi will lead them.
no,
So I don't know.
no. You see, in the history of man, there are times, although it's very rare, there could be a twist along the line.
Yeah.
You remember when Buhari toppled Shagari? Nobody ever knew that a man like Tunde Diagbon was in the barracks. Nobody ever knew. He took the nation unawares. Unfortunately for Nigeria, he was not in control of the system. He was just a supportive, he was just lending his support.
Yeah.
So that's how we also missed that opportunity. So anything can happen along the line. So we should not be completely hopeless.
I think I think that we just we need to something. I don't know. I don't think we can we can make it as one nation like this. There has to be one way that there will be separation, politically or physically. It's not just going to work.
Separation is inevitable. But when it will happen and how it will happen, I cannot predict.
Because these people, they are just too gone, and even their children are also compromised already. That's the point. All these people, all their children, even the one we get private university are is schooling abroad. So they will never look inward. Because looking inward is fighting the outsider. And the outsider is in custodian of your family and your stolen wealth. How do you fight that? How do you fight it? You just can't. Just like Obi come now, Obi who run a band that finance money outside this country. All the bankers are all they are the worst criminals we have in Nigeria. All the money that the military people stole, the drugs money, everything. How did they
This,
get out?
this money was traced. This money was traced to Panama Papers.
Yes, that's where the British Empire are still in control because they actually engineered the financial system to keep extracting from their colonies
So, what is
after they
this money
lost
looking for there? What is the
their
money
power.
looking for in Panama?
Yes, so that's why you see the man, a London guy, only he live in London. So these people cannot, they cannot. That's why I say there's no hope. Can you Bill come now, come to say you want to take over the seaport that Paula Tinubu just give the British people to run. He say he won't carry and give an indigenous businessman. It's not going to. He can't do it. They'll kill him first before anything. Imagine if trouble is coming from Tinubu from Washington DC, he go wrong go France. If trouble is coming from from France, he go wrong go. So they don't look inward because they are stolen wealth and their family, most importantly, their people, their born children are already compromised. It's not where the change will come from them. You kill them, okay, fine. Well, in the next 20 years, their children are of age, they will come back.
But one funny thing also is that look at the Nigerian leaders of the past. Where are their children?
That's the point. They have been trained by the people who are extracting our wealth.
Yeah, but where are they? We don't see them. We don't hear of
So they are
them.
coming. They are coming back. Oh, Wike's son is running for House of Rep. What's it? I mean, okay. Sorry. When you say past leader, like, give me name.
Not like Tafawa Balewa. Where are your children?
How many children he had?
JTU Agoye Ronson, Yakubu Gowon.
No, most of those people, their children, they were given. They were space for them in the system, but not just at the front line. They were directors of parastatal. They were
Yeah,
ambassadors.
they create space for them, but when the government is out of power, they fizzle out. Look, in America, you have the Ford Foundation, am I right?
Yeah, but Mr. James,
Onassis
we are getting
Foundation.
we are getting there. But if you understand too, the likes of Fords are not necessarily direct children of the founding fathers of America. The founding fathers of America also their children were in power until they die off. You understand? So what you are talking about, I understand. You need to understand those guys. They were young when they empowered the Tafawa, the Mutola. So their children are just coming of age. Yaradua's son, I mean nephew or brother, was a president before he died. So Buhari's son is going to House of Rep. So in the next 10 years, you'll be seeing them. As I said, those generals now one of their in-law with this. So those we get daughters. So they are in they are in the system. They are not just of age yet. Their father's friends are still in power. Right? Obasanjo, what's his name? Abiola's son run under this party, PRP, as a presidential candidate. That's 2023.
Anyway, time will tell.
Yeah. Just if we don't break the system, right? If this American presidential system continues, if we continue it, in the next, you are just this is just the starting point for their children. Obasanjo daughter was a senator. He just lost gubernatorial ticket to Tinubu's loyalist. So they are not you don't leave them like that. Listen to this.
But imagine a situation where the educational system is deliberately weaponized to make you ignorant. And then the little that is taught is meant to remove your capacity to think of alternatives. When I was learning history in secondary school, when I was learning government as a subject in secondary school, I was taught the constitutional development of Nigeria. I was taught the constitutional history of Nigeria. That is why it is easy for me to identify the fact that Decree 24 of 1999 is a fraud, because I had the benefit of learning how constitutions are made. I also had the benefit of learning how the 1960 Constitution came about, how the 1963 Republican Constitution came about, what happened in the lead up to the 1979 Constitution, and how Obasanjo thwarted the expressed will of the Constituent Assembly that had recommended a return to the parliamentary system and the regions. Let me be very clear about something. The benefit of the education that my...
So Mr. James, you see where the modern Nigerian problems start. Obasanjo is the godfather of the presidential system that we are running today, because that is the assignment he was given after Murtala Muhammad was assassinated, who put the constitution committee together to. So when they take Murtala out, Obasanjo take over, and he was given about 13 uh, uh, other 13 other policy to put in the modern constitution, which one of them is to give room for sharia, giving more executive power to the center and all that kind of good stuff, which the minority report clearly pointed out that if Obasanjo go ahead and force this thing on the nation, we are going to be having this religious unrest, this tribal for everything was there in the minority report, but he ignored it because, of course, he wanted power in America. Those are the kind of people they want, and that's where we are today. So Obasanjo is what gives us this current political structure, and he's still alive, working hard to make sure we sustain it.
No, I'm fed up with Nigerian problem. The issue is that I just feel the country will break up. It will get to a point whereby the center can no longer hold, no matter how much we patch it. Because things are getting terribly unbearable. The point this guy is making is very valid. The kind of education we give our children these days is horrible. Horrible.
British curriculum.
Not British curriculum. If you look at the British syllabus and the West African syllabus, they are not the same. I don't know if you get me. You're not in the teaching profession. There's an exam called IGCSE, International General Certificate of Secondary Education. That, they, that model the British system for those who are outside Britain who want to write their exam. That the structure of that syllabus is not the same as that of the West African Exams Council. West African Exams Council syllabus is crafted in such a way that it encourages rote learning. You just memorize. What are the factors responsible for location of industries, nearness to raw materials, market, this, that, population? Once you pour down those facts, they give you pass mark. But when you look at the British question papers, they want you to reason. They show you a photograph, for example. Now, this is a business district. What factors do you think made this district to be what it is now? You are now interpreting that photograph based on what you have been taught in class. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So our syllabuses are not the same. Certainly, they are not the same at all. The African syllabus has been watered down terribly to the extent that the students can no longer even reason critically. All they need to do is memorize. When you memorize, you pour down what you memorize, and that's all. You give you a pass mark. Now he is saying that the land constitutions, while he was in secondary school, independent constitution, 1963 constitution, 1974, these were things they taught him, how those constitutions came into being, the content of the constitution, and why the constitutions failed. He can answer the question. But don't be surprised that students reading political science at university will not know the constitutions the way this guy, mastered it during his
Yeah. I don't think they teach it. They don't even teach constitution in universities.
So you see the point? Anyway, Mr. Obi, it's
Yeah.
getting dark here. It's 7:30 now in the Gambia.
Oh. Thank you for your time.
Look at the waka.
All right. Have a good night rest. We'll
Thank you
see you
so
again
much for the
tomorrow.
time, for keeping me busy. Thank you very much indeed.
All right.
I owe you gratitude.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
All right. Oh, and yeah. So let's go back to Ahmed and his family.
Today is the last day of 2025. So we are ending this year with a hope that in 2026,
for registering NDC. He's not a member of the party. He's not a member of the association that got the party registered. What is the privity of contract between him and INEC and NDC?
Okay.
So
Well,
he's a meddlesome interloper, and what he's just doing is scaremongering.
Right.
Just to scare the public that this party is going to be
Okay.
registered.
Well,
It's not possible.
we'll see what happens, and obviously,
Nothing
if something happens, we'll bring you back here, and you can talk to us about
nothing
it.
will happen.
But
Because the judgment he was
Right.
referring to was delivered since 10th of December 2025. Anybody, and it was only INEC that was sued in any event. No other party.
Okay. Well, you've made that.
So
point.
if
I've got it
I'm
wrong.
coming, let me
I'm
educate.
afraid.
Give me 1 minute.
I'm afraid I have
Charles,
to.
give me 1 minute. Let me drop it.
I'm
1
giving you
minute,
20 seconds.
20 seconds. Yes, the INEC that was sued and was ordered to get NDC registered had 90 days to appeal against the judgment. Today is 150 something days. INEC did not appeal. In fact, INEC obeyed the order of court, registered the party. So nobody can even appeal against that judgment again.
Okay, you've made that.
So
point.
that's the judgment forever.
Okay.
That judgment is there forever.
Senator,
Nobody can come in through the back door
I
to raise
appreciate
issues
your
with
coming
it.
in very much to talk to us, and we
Yes.
always appreciate having you here. Senator Victor May, representing Anambra Central at the National Assembly, is
Wait a minute. Need more of this. Need more of this.
Kwankwaso move really represent a strategic consolidation of political strength or yet another fracture in an already divided opposition? Could it be a fresh pathway to power or a sign that unity remains elusive? I'll be joined in the studio by Senator Victor May, representing Anambra Central at the National Assembly, who is himself reported to be preparing to defect from the ADC to the NDC. Also on the program, concern is mounting tonight over the future of the African Democratic Congress, a party many once saw as the rallying point for a unified opposition ahead of 2027. In a matter of days, the narrative has shifted from momentum to uncertainty. After a series of court decisions that have thrown its leadership structure into question, the ADC now finds itself battling not just internal disputes, but the clock ticking towards a critical deadline set by the Electoral Commission, INEC. And the warning signs are growing louder. Peter Obi and Rabiu Kwankwaso have openly described the party as being in a precarious position. Others are expressing concern that time may simply not be on the side of the ADC. So, is the ADC still a viable platform for a grand opposition coalition, or has it been overtaken by legal and political uncertainty? Can it resolve its internal crisis in time to remain relevant, or is it already too late, with key players already taking an exit strategy? I'll be joined in the studio by the National Publicity Secretary of the ADC, Bolaji Abdullahi. I'm Charles Anyagulu, and this is Arise Prime Time. Now, Nigeria's opposition politics may have just entered a decisive new phase, and tonight the stakes are rising fast. Peter Obi and Rabiu Kwankwaso, two formidable forces from the 2023 presidential race, have made a dramatic move, dumping the African Democratic Congress, or ADC, and aligning with the Nigeria Democratic Congress, or NDC. On the surface, it looks like yet another fracture in an already fragile opposition. But look closer, and it may be something more strategic, not just about switching parties, but about the consolidation of influence. Mr. Obi, the man whose candidacy electrified millions in 2023, still commands a powerful youth-driven base across the south and north-central regions. And Mr. Kwankwaso holds firm grassroots sway in many parts of the far north. Bring those two forces together, and suddenly the arithmetic of 2027 may begin to shift. Meanwhile, allies of President Tinubu are dismissing the move as routine political fluidity, even as they celebrate what they say is the apparent implosion of the ADC alliance, once touted as the grand opposition coalition, but now consumed by internal disputes, legal battles, and mutual suspicion. So, a further fragmentation of the opposition, or the emergence of a more focused, two-pronged challenge. Well, from all this, I'm joined now in the studio by Senator Victor Ome, representing Anambra Central at the National Assembly. He's an ally of Peter Obi and is himself reported to be preparing to defect from the ADC to the NDC. Thank you very much indeed for coming in. You made a little
Obi ways again. Just a second way.
Is that not true?
That's another thing I should talk about.
Thank you for having me.
Or are you being politically cautious at the moment?
I'm sure I'm well known. So everybody has followed my antecedents in the politics in Nigeria. So you can associate me with people I've closely worked with.
Right.
In the past and in the present too.
So we can associate you with Peter Obi.
Surely.
Right.
He's also my brother.
Indeed. Yeah. So let's talk about you first, though. I mean, there are reports that you've resigned from the ADC. Is that a fact?
Well, it is true. From what you have said, that I'm an ally of Mr. Peter Obi.
Right. So wherever he goes, you go.
Yesterday, he announced his defection to the NDC, along with His Excellency Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso. And I was there too.
We saw you're in all the videos.
If you play the videos, you'll see me.
You're in all the videos.
So
we saw you prominent.
I didn't go there for sightseeing.
Right.
Yeah, and actually I've resigned from the ADC since 1st of May. And tomorrow you'll hear more about it.
So are you going to the NDC?
Yeah, surely. That's the destination.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, the African Democratic Congress was supposed to be the grand coalition to challenge the APC. Yeah. What exactly went wrong?
Well, you are a close watcher of political developments in Nigeria. When the coalition came together on the 2nd of July last year, it came with a lot of hope. People came together and Nigerians celebrated that people who can actually stand firm to put their feet down to offer Nigerians new hope have come together. We started from that moment till the end of the year, and coming into the new year, time started ticking, and along the line, legal twists were introduced in the matter. Somebody who resigned as a member of the NWC of ADC went to court to challenge something the party had done to his full knowledge. In fact, I have his post on the Facebook page, his own Facebook page, where he congratulated Senator David Mark for emerging as the national chairman of ADC, alongside with the national secretary, Abuja. So suddenly he appeared and went to court, claiming that he was the rightful person to take over in the event of his colleagues resigning. But what he didn't understand was that only himself cannot resign and constitute himself into a national working committee of the party, because the entire people that were in that national working committee resigned. He also resigned. So he recanted and made himself a willing tool to be used to destabilize the party.
Right.
And he went to the court.
I was going to say that the intention might not have been to become anything significant, simply to muddy the water.
Because he couldn't stand alone. But having come into this year, when things were shaping up and everybody was getting ready to go into the political season, the Court of Appeal struck on the 12th day of March, 2026, and made an order. After finding an appeal brought before it to be incompetent, the court and the chairman of the panel proceeded to make sweeping order that everybody should maintain status quo ante bellum. That's not even the problem. But she went further to say that parties shall not take any step that will render the proceedings at the trial court nugatory. What that meant was that she tied the hands of the party. And then the INEC chairman, who was there waiting for the order to be made, gleefully came on television and now announced that INEC no longer recognized David Mark and Abuja as the leaders of the party. And in a swift action, removed their names in the INEC portal, denying them recognition. That's what snowballed into this crisis of some sort.
Yeah, well, thanks for that summary. But some would say that the tea leaves were there to be read from the outset.
Yes.
Because there were always issues around the ADC. And some are saying, are wondering why Peter Obi joined the ADC if the same issues he's now citing that you're citing. He cited in his statement division, legal uncertainty, external influence were already visible before he got into the party.
No, there were no pending litigations when the coalition came together. A committee was appointed to do due diligence check on the party. And at the time the coalition came together and unveiled itself on the 2nd of July, 2025, there was no pending case in court.
But people like Dumebi Kachuku were already making a lot of public pronouncements about the direction of the party and threatening to take legal action.
He had no power to do what he tried to do. He was a presidential candidate of the party in the 2023 general election. It is only in Nigeria that somebody will contest an election and make himself a leader of the party, whether he wins or loses. In the organ of the party, he has no authority to do anything. The party was magnanimous enough to make him their candidate. He went to the election and was not seen in the election. He lost woefully.
Yeah, but you have
So that will not entitle him to now say that he owns the party.
Yeah, but you have to, I'm sure you understand, you're a very politically savvy person, and you're somebody who survived the sort of nightmare of Nigerian politics and indeed thrived within it. This move from one party to the other raises questions about Peter Obi's judgment. You know, he moved from ABGA to PDP to Labour to ADC and is now aligning with the NDC. At what point does strategic flexibility begin to look like political instability and a lack of judgment?
In fact, becoming a nomad, in the words of the people who speak for the presidency.
It's a normal.
Nobody in Nigerian politics can say he has not moved from one party to the other. The only thing we'll be doing, we'll be counting the number and the sequence.
But people are looking to change things.
Right.
In other words, the reason why people support Peter, many people, is because they believe that he will change things, that he will be extraordinary rather than ordinary. In other words, an ordinary man doing extraordinary things.
Right.
And, you know, but now he's giving the APC the opportunity. The label they gave him is a political drifter. They're saying, you know, he's moving to all these parties. All this repositioning looks inconsistent.
I would ask you to check the famous story in the Bible where everybody was accusing Mary Magdalene of committing adultery. And Jesus told her accusers, any of you who is not
So that means all of them are
throw the first stone. They lined up.
Yeah, but you see, the
nobody,
difference... Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you.
Nobody.
The difference there is that people don't see Peter Obi as Mary Magdalene. They see him as more of a messianic Christ figure. Who's going to come and change, and you're not going to, if it's that Christ figure, you're not going to start expecting him to line up with the sinners and start throwing
Let me
stones.
tell you, movement from party to party happened in Nigeria.
Exactly.
Because of the lack of stability in our politics.
So they are all the same.
Political parties
as simple as that. Make it the same point.
Have not developed to the level of
how do we develop if you guys could do the same thing?
So in some places, like in America, if you're a Democrat or a Republican,
people should, the more these people make excuse, the more they insult the intelligence of every Nigerian, and the more they deserve a slap in the face, politically speaking. We are not developed there. How do we develop? If you guys just keep maintaining the same status quo. You develop by evolve. You evolve by doing different things. By doing different things, not doing the same thing. Well, be different. If Obi stick to one place, regardless of how the opposition do and reach, last, now the Nigerian people go see votes. The more they victimize and the more Nigerians will see. That's exactly what the Republican did with Donald Trump and the MAGA movement. The more the Democrats they hammer the guy, the more the job of the media, the job of the media department of the MAGA movement or the Republican is to make the average Americans say, see, they are doing this to him because they don't want him to run because he's fighting for you. Even if that is not the case. They don't stand to the cry and complain, say, oh, that is how the game is played, that's how the school. No. God damn it.
You'll be associated with your party, sometimes for the rest of your life. In Nigeria, the political parties will be there, and people who are in authority will continue to destabilize the political parties. Yeah, like what we faced in the ADC.
Yeah, but
it's the same thing. These journalists, they will continue to make, thinking they are making an excuse that people should consider. Keep saying, oh, without money, the media system will not work. If you no collect money from abroad, from NGOs, no collect. Are you fucking kidding me? It's fucking crazy.
It's a conscious effort to make people run away from the party. You will not be there to actualize the objective.
That's their job.
When the party becomes murky, you cannot remain there.
Yeah, but if he is, I mean, I can understand the point you're making.
Yes.
You know, but if he...
It is the job of the opposition party to keep the people away from you. Because to win, you have to have more people with you. That's the name, or that's the principle of the game. So the opposition goal is to keep as much people away from you. Your own goal is to keep as much as people you can with you and do the same thing to the opposition, keep people away from him. Like, these people are just, I don't know.
Is telling Nigerians that he is about principle,
Yes.
not convenience.
Yes.
And that he positions himself as a reform candidate. How does constantly changing platforms square with the idea of stability and long-term institution building? Because you've got to have it in you for the long term to stabilize and build institutions. And I mean, the impression certainly his opponents would like to give, and it is up to you to, discredit that, but they're saying that he is looking for the shortest route.
It's not that they are saying, that is what it is.
Well, Mr. Obi, when you interviewed
in primaries and all the rest.
When you interviewed Mr. Obi here, he said he will never take part in politics.
Yes. Politics is transactional.
That is a matter of integrity and principle. If you are part of a system where everything is reduced to naira and kobo, you want to become a candidate, you just go and get money and empty the bank and buy the delegates.
Yeah, but here you are making the point.
You have 4 years.
Nigerian politics is a particular way, and that it's tarred across the board by the same brush. So what difference is it going to make if he switches from one party to the other?
No, he's known to be like that.
You mean like somebody switching parties?
No. Right. Somebody who has very great physical discipline. Peter doesn't waste money. In fact, that he will contest an election and you ask him to bring money, he will ask you, want me to give you money to serve you, to provide service to you? That is against his principle. And he has lived it. People have identified him with that. And those who support him do not expect money from him anymore. So if he's operating in a system where everything is monetized, and he sees it going into a wrong direction, he can excuse himself. So that's what he has done repeatedly. And people who are now shouting that he's a nomad, he moves from one party to the other, they have the same history of nomadic life in politics.
So what happened?
Every politician will give the same reason you are giving, and they will be right. I think we can tell you, yes, he's leaving this particular party because it will be right. Anybody that moves from one place to another have a reason why he or she moved. So spare us.
If he discovers something untoward in the NDC, I'm not saying there is. I'm just saying
in the NDC.
Yeah. Hypothetically speaking, what would happen?
He go move again.
NDC. We have to look at the character of people in the party. Because
and you didn't do that in the NDC?
No, it was an amalgamation of all comers. People came from all backgrounds. All politicians were there. You cannot identify ADC with any personal leadership skill of anybody. Everybody who was wearing agbada and known politician who have played it big in Nigeria, everybody came to the same place. And you cannot hold anybody really accountable. For the case of the NDC, Nigerian Democratic Congress, the major leader of that party is His Excellency Senator Sharia Dixon. And I served with him in the 10th Senate. He's one of the strongest senators in terms of principle
on
national issues. So going to where he is, you can be reasonably assured of decency in the management of the...
Yeah, but what I'm trying to understand is why didn't Mr. Obi and all the rest of you go there in the first place? I mean, the ADC was trying to build a coalition.
The party was just registered.
So the ADC was trying to bring all the opposition together.
Yes. and the ADC.
So you could have joined.
No,
I mean, you could have been part of that coalition, but in the end,
we hoped that as the coalition progressed, we'll be able to separate the wheat from the chaff. Things will fall in place, and the coalition will be able to discover,
because you don't have your way,
somebody they can actually present to Nigerians to be able to win an election.
Right. Okay.
But going forward,
yeah,
there was no such thing. You know, it became a place where everybody wants to lead. No dialogue was possible. Anybody you speak to, it must be me. It must be me. You know. So that's when the party became.
Then you go for a competition. Focus. That's the rules of the game.
I had reason to engage some people along the line. And I told them that ADC is going to run into murky waters because you have an election primary ahead of you. Nothing has been put in place. No arrangement has been made to get the aspirants, weigh them, and advise them and tell them this is the way to go. So everybody continued to make claims of how the person will win election against the other person. Even people who, even an opinion poll will not garner reasonable points. Everybody is operating.
No one compete.
If the party had known that it was in this program,
opposition
on the 12th of May,
compete with
that 12th of
you cannot win your internal competition.
January,
you don't win the outside big
that I said that if ADC does not take strategic steps to defeat the ruling party, it will be a tragedy.
Right.
And that thing I was talking about was looking at the motley of aspirants operating in the party. If the party fails to do a proper evaluation of their capacities, their integrity, and all that, all of them will move on to the decision time.
Right.
And the party will wreck.
Well,
the party will wreck.
Yeah.
Where we are now, failure to do that house cleaning is responsible for the party not being organized.
Right. Okay.
Even with before this litigation crisis came, the party had not done anything to say, we understand the yearnings.
It's fact that Nigerians don't even see all this.
Let us find somebody who can match their needs.
Who is supposed to manage the party? Not you now.
Get candidates and move into the election.
So did they make it clear to Peter Obi that he's not likely to be the candidate?
No, I mean, the signs were there. I was also in the party. So you don't need to tell somebody who is wise enough to know when the odds are piling against him. Because we're interacting with everybody. Everybody will tell you, no, don't worry about this.
Yeah, but the supporters of Peter Obi were not registering in the ADC. I mean, you've got to build blocks within the party to give you a good chance of succeeding at the primaries. I mean, we saw the records of the ADC registration. I mean, the highest records were from the north. I mean, Adamawa State, who comes from,
let me tell you,
a few others up
those numbers,
and the rest of, and in the south, there was virtually.
Where I gave Charles with this. When they use contact Dr. Fabi or Dr. Damages, we all call the raw post anyhow. And you expect everybody to just consume the post because you had doctor to your name. Get the fuck out of here.
Those numbers actually could not be taken to be for any particular individual. We were interacting with everybody in the party from all the zones.
Everybody.
And if there had been a proper process for a primary, that everybody would say, yeah, if you win the primary, I'll support him. If you win the primary, I'll support him. You ask yourself the relevant questions. How are you going to conduct this primary? The Electoral Act was amended and the delegate indirect primary was removed. What you now have is a direct primary and consensus. And some people who are in the party, who are aspiring to be presidential candidates of the party, are saying that the only consensus they will accept will be if it favored them. Once it doesn't favor them, direct primary. Then as a former party administrator, I understand the meaning of direct primary. Every registered party member will vote in the nomination of the candidates in a direct primary. And Nigeria has 8,809 electoral wards. So the presidential primary will be conducted in 8,809 wards in Nigeria. Does the ADC, looking at its present organization, be in a position to provide people who will be able to conduct this primary in a free and fair manner across the 8,809 wards? You tally the results and then announce a winner across Nigeria.
Well,
it's an uphill task.
Okay, we're almost out of time.
Okay.
Let
me just drop that. Let me drop it. So if you look at it, you see that even the APC, that has the power of eminent domain, because they have the president that is the head of government of Nigeria, they could not use direct primary to do anything. They have had recourse to all, both Congresses, election of officers, and now they're nominating their candidates. There's consensus. Because once you hear
the reasonable way to go is consensus.
Yes.
Okay, I'm almost out of time. I don't mean to interrupt you.
Okay.
There is also, this is critical. We have to ask you this before you leave. Is the NDC itself also under a legal challenge? Because there are reports that its registration may be voided. Is that a fact, or is that something, as briefly as you can, because we're almost out of time?
There is no legal action pending in any court in Nigeria against the
But there's
NDC.
threat of a legal action.
The threat, potential is nothing until it is realized. Right. Somebody who is saying that he will challenge INEC for registering NDC he's not a member of the party. He's not a member of the association that got the party registered. What is the privity of contract between him and INEC and NDC?
Okay.
So well, it's a meddlesome interloper, and what he's just doing is scaremongering. Right. Just to scare the public that this party is going to be the registered.
We'll see what happens, and obviously if something happens, we'll bring you back here and you can talk to us about
Nothing will happen.
But
because the judgment he was referring to was delivered since 10th of December 2025. Anybody, and it was only INEC that was sued in any event. No other party.
Okay. Well, you've made that.
So if
I've got
I'm coming, let me
afraid,
give me 1 minute.
I'm afraid
Charles, give me 1 minute. Let me drop it.
I'm giving you 20 seconds.
20 seconds. Yes. The INEC that was sued and was ordered to get NDC registered had 90 days to appeal against the judgment. Today is 150-something days. INEC did not appeal. In fact, INEC obeyed the order of court, registered the party. So nobody can even appeal against that judgment again.
Okay, you've made that.
So that's the judgment forever.
Okay.
That judgment is there forever.
Senator,
nobody can come in through the back door.
I appreciate your coming in very much to talk to us. And we always...
It's called the OK script. The uncontrolled reality. The uncontrolled reality. Let's give peace a chance. Peace without justice is a quiet graveyard. We have reached an agreement. Agreement made in private are just invoice for corruption. The strike is expended. Suspension is a tool to kill momentum. Trust the process. The process was designed to keep you waiting. That's how they got the OK movement on chokehold. Let's finish that Ahmed. Maybe we can see one or two things to pick from there. But this, I think, this auntie here should be an interesting person to listen to.
Court challenging INEC and the registration of NDC, because INEC just simply said they registered NDC by court order. Meanwhile, their own search at the Federal High Court Registry in Kogi, does not indicate that INEC was a party to any litigation with the NDC before the Kogi High Court. I mean the Federal High Court in Kogi. 2, if you look at the legal advisor of the NDC, Wan Eguruba, he's also the same person who is registered on the INEC website as the legal advisor of the APM.
Yeah, just to clarify, the NDC released a statement saying that their legal advisor has resigned December of last year, that the whole bureaucratic process of updating that data lies with INEC and not necessarily the NDC.
Well, we are not dealing with the
travel to where you have to travel on election day. We have the experience of 2023, and so long as people like me are alive and kicking, we know and we have the antidote to every trick in their book. Let us begin the countdown to a new Nigeria. We're going to escort them out of the presidential villa democratically. Any attempt to stop us will be democratically resisted. Mr. Chairman, my leaders, my friends, I thank you, and I will stop here in case I have forgotten anything. A simple question will awaken me. Thank you very much.
All right, my name is Francis from Punch newspaper. I have 2 questions. One for the party, the other one for His Excellency. I don't know whether I should start with the party first.
They are the bosses, so they are the leaders.
In the fallout of this Ibadan summit, where they made a proposition that oppositions to come together and field a single presidential candidate, we don't know whether you support this. Going by the disarray manner, the opposition line, do you think this is actually feasible? Going by what you have seen so far, and what is the position of PRP in this?
PRP is watching the political environment very closely. A lot of the opposition has been severely damaged, deliberately and systematically. We don't know what will emerge out of the very tight timelines. Now parties are back in court. Many of the big parties are back in court. They're facing legal challenges. We will not know the global picture until quite possibly the end of May. That's the only time we would know who is going to even contest these elections. We are safe, and we thank God for all the efforts we made and with the prayers of Nigerians. But there are a lot of parties that will not survive. When we know who is in the field, we will devise ways in which we can either on our own or together collaborate. There are many different ways of collaborating, and we will collaborate. The key issue, the only goal in mind of the opposition, all of them, is to change this administration. Needs to go. Nigeria cannot survive under this administration another 4 years. They cannot. That's our goal. Whatever we have to do legally, whatever we have to do to win this election, either as a party or an alliance of parties, we will do. We will do it not because we want to take up offices, but because we have to salvage this country. And we're very serious about this. So we are willing to enter into any arrangement that reinforces the strength of the opposition, and so that we can change this government and make sure that President Tinubu and his government don't come back and destroy this country even more.
So, let me give the opposition leader another benefit of the doubt. The prospect of them coming together, even as they did different party, and still work for one ticket. But who would they adopt? Now, or how does that work? Now, let's say Obi and Konkoso are on that NDC ticket, to which I still don't believe it's going to happen that way, but let's put it that way. Atiku and Amechi on ADC, PROP get their own, or they no get. But what is the possibility of them, every other party, on the eve of the election, collapsing their ambition and adopting one ticket? I don't see that. Because I think that's a narrative that will come next to keep the obedience going. They go say other party will work for them underground so that Tinubu no go know to disrupt them. That can easily be sold to them and they'll buy it.
Excellency, long before now, there have been a push for you to actually succeed Obi as a presidential candidate, going by what you have seen in terms of your personality, characters, and other things. But now that you are coming to PRP, are you still eyeing that, going by what the chairman has also said, that the need to actually push Tinubu out of office is actually paramount? And we don't know whether you are a likely messiah or somebody who might be interested in actually bending the cat.
I am a party member. I didn't come here to get a presidential ticket. I came here to fix Nigeria. I came here to drive out Tinubu's government. That's all. If me supporting someone is it, then so be it. If me getting the ticket and contesting, so be it. But remember my comments all the way from 2023, and it gets a little intricate. But speaking with, this kind of intelligent question, let me go the extra mile to try and answer you. I did say in 2022, after justifying my support to Obi against all odds, that, and I'm sorry I'm being philosophical about it, Almighty God does not make mistake at all. So the creation of Nigeria, as we see, God knows what he created. And he said we should live together and do justice to each other. I recall aspiring for presidency in Port Harcourt, October 2018 primaries. There was not a single Southern Nigerian candidate from there. There were people who had the means, the people, the experience to contest, but they showed respect and love to the Northern Party. It was clear. I was honored. In 2023, I felt we should honor them. The first thing I did was to go contest in Kaduna for governorship, and later I decided not to. I was out of this country actually when His Excellency Peter Obi called me to join. He was avoided serially by others. Avoided has been toxic. Again, because I know God says live together in Nigeria and do justice to each other. I felt morally obliged not to avoid him as he was avoided by others. I stood with him. All the toga, the ID card to be worn, I corrected it. The pushing the Northerners out, I corrected it. The hello daddy thing, I corrected it. So many things. Even after, if they had gone by what I said, Tinubu will not be in the villa today. And so I don't have to be the candidate. I don't have to be a president ever. But if fixing Nigeria means, and if the opportunity is there, believe me, nothing will stop. Thank you.
Chairman, we don't know whether on this zoning thing, are you looking at zoning the presidency to the south, or you are throwing it open?
The party is looking at all the options on the table, but we are Nigerians, and this party believes in justice and fair play, and we know the mood in which Nigeria is. At this stage, At this stage, we're leaning towards supporting the idea that we should respect public opinion, not the law, public opinion, and allow a Southerner to become the next president. But remember, it is Nigerians who are going to vote. We have people who have bought forms from the southern part of the country. We have people who have bought forms to contest from the northern part of the country. Our job as a party is to look at what is best and advise those who are contesting in the interest of justice. What is important is to recognize the fact that, as Detty said, that there is a country here to salvage, and no sacrifice is too great. If supporting a southern candidate is what is going to be in the best interest of this country, our party will do it. Our party will do it. The fact that you have a candidate from the southern part of the country doesn't mean the north will not exist, like in this administration. We want to advise people, the fact that you support a southerner doesn't mean they will be like Tinubu. Tinubu is not only behaving like a southerner, he's behaving like a southwesterner. That is the real danger.
That's a good one.
That is the real danger.
That's a good
but
one.
Our party recognizes the historic situation in which we are. We are not opposed to giving it sending our ticket, but we have internal democracies. We will respect the wishes of the members of this party. But our party members are enlightened, they are patriotic, they are conscious, and we know ultimately we'll take the right decision.
Sorry, if I may just add, to put it very, very short, I don't want to say blunt. We're actually looking for a credible southern candidate as we sit now. I mean, if you're qualified, please. It's like, who wants to be a president now?
You want to be president?
It's that simple. Whoever wants to be. So you can't come out to say that it's a northern thing. Come out, credible southerners, come out. This platform is for you. It's favoring you. Come out and contest. And you wanted to ask a question, which you refused to ask.
I wanted to read.
Listen, I read it from you. There's a question you wanted, but let me take the liberty. If you are afraid to ask it.
Okay, I don't want to embarrass you.
Listen, it's not embarrassing. We just have to be strong. We have to be brave. And it's not that I'm stronger than you. Listen carefully. It's not easy for me to say this. And I hope one day I'll not regret it for saying this. But it's not easy, but it must be said. The world of Islam has never suffered reputational damage as under Tinubu Shetima presidency. All over the world where Muslims have ruled or are ruling, there is peace and tranquility and there is justice. That's the truth. Go to the countries where you've had maximum Muslim dictators. I mean, start from Gaddafi, start from Saddam Hussein. Look at, besides the human rights abuses, they have established records that are yet unsurpassed. Human Development Index of Gaddafi, no one can meet it in the world up till today. Only when you cross their paths, then they will kill or destroy you. This is not about religion. And if you're presenting religion, then present the genuine candidates, the real ones who will govern by the dictates of their religion. That is why I started by telling you that God Almighty does not make mistakes. We want, if you are bringing a Christian, we want a genuine Christian. If you're bringing a Muslim, we want a genuine Muslim. Thank you.
The other one I would have loved to ask is your
No, you're not going to ask. Let Daily Trust ask the question. Tough question, but I would say it's both. It's a mix of both. How old is our democracy? Still, we're still getting to 28 years. And then compared to the complexity of other countries that practice democracy, you will see that we have done well. But what is most important is for you to remember that onslaught that onslaught, there we are under a government whose primary purpose has been to destroy others. And in the presence of this situation, you will have a mix of the two options you gave. Thank you.
Principal, yesterday, along with Senator Rabi Kopansu, we are welcome into NDC. There have been a lot of talk. That was why I asked the question about maybe backing of a single presidential candidate. A lot of people are rallying the North. They are calling on the North to actually, if possible, either collapse their structure or form an alliance to back. They call it okay. This choice of okay. We don't know whether you are calling okay with that idea.
Okay. I, as much as possible, try to avoid names of anybody at this stage or the politics of everyone. But it is very unlikely that the North will rally around KO. Okay. It's, and this is my personal opinion. I still have an excellent relationship. I have much respect for both of them. I did say that I feel guilty because I was the one who told Peter Obi on the 31st of January 2024 in John Wood's hotel, after asking him a few things, and I told him, Your Excellency, from this point, there is Kwankwaso, there is El Rufai, there's another person. I would like to suggest you approach them. The business that I do now, which started around 2011, I was planning it as far back as 1996. If in 2024 you cannot plan 2027, I'm sorry, I cannot continue to be with you. I recommended, and to God, He knows this happened. So they are going together now with Concourse. So it's my idea. Do you understand? Will it work? I think it's a big question. We wait and see. However, there is a bit, there is, remember, why didn't Kwankwaso support Peter Obi in 2022, 23? What changed between 2022 and 23? Then the demographics of Nigeria, where you're looking for new blood, for new generation, you have a vice president that is older than you, first of all in age, in education, in political profile, in so many other things. The local government is nearly his state. The state is nearly his region. And this is somebody with a burning ambition and temperament.
Correct.
Who is going to be the president, actually? If you are presenting a ticket throughout history, there's a certain configuration that it goes. The respect that I still carry for Obi is because of the fact that we have that configuration. So even though I recommended Kwankwaso for Obi, as at the time I was doing that, I didn't really deeply reflect in all these political dynamics until it came now. I mean, how will Kano think that their champion who has serially wanted to be the president, serially wanted to be, will now go and how many votes? I know we got nearly 25% in Kano before the results were changed from one of their champions who is now going to serve as deputy. And then the intricacies of, all right, certainly 2031 is mine. That doesn't play out well in any political contest. And then consistency is good. As much as I don't believe in, I dislike what APC has been doing against Nigeria. But then someone who got Labour Party ticket so easily should have stayed to fix the problems of Labour Party, however difficult they were.
That's exactly what I've been saying. Dude, you are in control of Labour Party with OT on your side. All you need to do, spend the next 1-2 years making sure obedience are well integrated into the political party structure system all over the country. I will be chairman. Sure. 4 years. We put that thing in order. Your popularity is still there. This one where they carry obedience, go through emotional roller coaster. Today they go say an article, tomorrow they go say he's an old man, we don't need that. Tomorrow they say that like it's uncalled for.
I stood and I earned the wrath of many because I said, come and reconcile in Labour Party. Only for me to read it and to even view it in the news. Here's my former leader, my boss, whom I believed in so much, saying that wherever there's a quarrel, he will walk away.
That's
so there's a quarrel in Nigeria.
Exactly my point.
You'll walk away?
He will.
And these are things that don't add up. These are things that don't add up. A leader must be firm. However gentle you are as a leader, you must be willing to fight. Where is the first place you fight as a leader? When they are going to steal your victory. You don't allow it to happen in 2023. Clear constitutional breach. They left only one person, me, fighting the constitutional breach. Only one person. Nobody spoke about the constitutional breach. Only me. You don't do that. You stop. You must fight at that point. If you're not ready to fight, don't even come out. Stay in your house. You're going into politics, which is a contact sport. In a country like Nigeria that is so diverse, so heated, and you don't want to quarrel or you don't want to argue, then this is not your game.
That right here is the nailing on the coffin. Because it doesn't make sense.
Even come out. Stay in your house. Only one person, me, fighting the constitutional breach. Only one person. Nobody spoke about the constitutional breach. Only me. You don't do that.
Because
you stop.
The man
you must fight at that point. If you're not ready to fight, don't even come out. Stay in your house.
Because this is what I've been trying to teach people lately. He is highly controlled leader by the same system. So there is no way he can go beyond, he can do more than himself. And the goal is to sap the energy of the real grievances on the streets. And again, I would say the Take It Back movements were right. That Obi was sent to come and do what? Dilute that genuine organic movement that is under the tutelage of Showore. Foley has been saying it here over and over. I tried to push back, framing it as him complaining too much. But it's just becoming too obvious not to give him that credit. The genuine grievances of the Gen Z that voted from or evolved from NSAS has now been politicized 100%. It's just fucking crazy. If I read this thing for book, I would say maybe the person who's writing the book is biased or he's just seeing it from one perspective. But god damn it. Who's up?
Hello, what's up, my bro?
Who's up?
Hi there. I didn't hear you. How you doing now?
See. I don't say you now. You be one of the chieftain of NDP. What do they call her? NDC.
NDC, Niger Delta Commission.
You don't believe me now, be tell you saying I did the guy they go.
I don't argue. I argue with you before. I tell you, say, well, my own stand be say, when they go on, if care not take you, no, give guy go stay wrong. That's my own thing.
No, no. That one I see the cross anytime when I remember you say you talk about me, I will say come. I the praise him was all right.
I say if you look at it, you no go see, okay, go stay wrong.
At this point now,
It's not. You never see too late. You will see. They will see portion of for that NDC. They watch 15 now to 24 hours. Hmm.
they go
Hmm.
later on,
Hmm.
they will just come up with Gozo for him back. I think that will take go happen with that.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, they come go for him back.
They'll come up with Gozo for him back.
Give wrong also vice for APC. That's the only way. Anything wrong with the deal and advice, him go look for so that him go don't date close.
Oh, they go make am Senate president. They go carry he go come. That's the only thing they go do Obi now. They no go do Obi like that. They no go come out Obi for ballot. That would be too much. You know, say they no go fit do am. O. But that one, that one no go. The thing no go sweet again. You understand? If they come out Obi for ballot, then the game no go sweet again. So they never reach that level. They will just if you just separate am and go so. See, that's the best. I think that's the worst that can happen to him at this point. But it's they don't too weaken Obi. It's just too weaken him. He just he couldn't focus. The people behind him couldn't stay focused. That's not my problem with that. The obedience doesn't deserve this roller coaster, this punishment. Somebody should have been in charge of the obedience, keeping them focused on the goal, just making sure the energy is spreading into the villages, to the enchanted territories. Keep them focused and just allow Obi to keep taking the bullet and you know, and when they finally find a roof, there won't be this. Also, they no go do am like that. If they come out, if they come out have a ballot, the thing no go sweet again. The game no go sweet.
I'm gonna go see, but the election go still take place. No go still win.
That one day.
Whether in their ballot, not their ballot, no go win election. Instead of a black man go tell you say no go win. Whether they put on a ballot or no put on a ballot, no go win election. That's nothing. Nothing stop them.
That one
All
day.
this
That
one,
one.
what we are praying at is make it see small challenge. First me challenge and small. Some of my friends
That's
no
why.
be saying happy for her.
That's why I talk now. They will wicked them again. They will just come out. If they come out Konkozo from him bag, he go wicked again.
When the conquers go there, man, I tell you, okay, believe me or not, if you like, make ADC stay. Pankwazo, Pankwazo, what they call ourselves, Atik and Dobi run together. They don't beat, they don't fund them well.
No, if they dey together, they don't quarrel. They stand a chance. So if to say it's even all of them, all the opposition, let's put it that way, be under one umbrella, they stand a chance. But with where they are going, they would try to weaken Obi by taking Konkozo off the tickets. It would be very easy. Konkozo would just talk say make them do primaries. Our time no dey again now. Already I think there is a Konkozo. I saw an headline that the chairman of the NDC in Kano is saying that is not going to relinquish the leadership of the party or control of the party in Kano to Konkoso. So, I mean, that's not a problem that cannot be taken care of. But there is also a problem that has the potential of doing damage. So if the game is to make sure Konkoso never run under Konkoso, that's a good excuse. They will just say, well, in fact, they will even take it a little bit further by saying they will they no register for a ward, or is not a proper register member as ward, or the chairman of the work. I mean, there's so many ways they can engineer Konkoso of Obi's ticket. In fact, I just can't see beyond that. I think that will happen. Yeah, that will happen. That will happen. Because if that doesn't happen, Obi will do well. He will put up a show, but it's not going to be enough to change the story. Because, and again, in the rules of competition, he is not preparing to win. He is preparing to compete. But if I have to break it down according to Coach Akiade principle, who believe that the game of final is a game of anybody, then you can see why some people are hopeful. But you don't just come to Olympic 2 years into the Olympic and you expect to win. You don't give 4 years, not even guarantee. 8 years is a complete cycle. And it's an everyday training. You don't lose this year and you go and rest and pop up from nowhere 6 months to the next game or 2 years to the next game and you expect to stand a chance. So yes, even though I believe in Coach Ade principle that the game of final is a game of anybody, it's all will be backed up by your preparation. And they say who is not preparing to win, preparing to fail. So B will compete well, with good showing up, good number, but it's not going to be enough to win because they are not preparing to win. Who's up?
My guy.
So
What
you
are you saying?
when I'm look at the ways where you go tell me when the rally will start for Houston for Obi tickets. They can't tell me that you know go.
Man, I say when you really go start.
Yes,
No,
now.
are you for okay?
I know, I assure.
Are you okay? Are you for okay or you are for tell you who we are for?
Hello, I'm from there. I'm from a new Nigeria is possible.
Anything will make a bigger ticket. The politics of Nigeria go great face. For now, we never get face yet. Anything will make us get ticket.
Sweet.
Anything will make us get ticket. People go cash out now. Now
So
I
you
do
just
start
joined
to
us,
say
it's
yes.
still Journalist Hangout.
Please,
I'm
you don't
still
start.
BKO, who's joining us via Zoom. And
No be less than 7 days.
It goes sweet. That's why.
It's less than 7 days
Before you
now.
know, men go begin sponsor rally.
No, what I mean
Person
now,
like
if you get face now, if you get face now, you go see the camp now. Everybody fire go stay take good election. The camp go take
now they
place.
talk
Basically,
everybody wey wan win the election go begin sponsor rally now.
no.
They wan see Obi second wave.
Those one one contract go they win one contract. Go they find how to see you just shake your hand.
Are we going to see Obi second wave?
Will be second wave, brother.
Yes.
I thought nah,
When I mean
nah, just the
when I mean No, you don't say Obi first wave. Obi first wave get one state, OT, get about 30 something House of Rep, how many senators? That's Obi first wave. Are we going to see second wave?
Second wave, no go even see for him to nobody go even see that first wave. Not now people use the chance. This time around, you know, say the Obi first wave nearly retire every Pakistan politicians. You know if it happen again, oh.
Okay,
You know that
that
kind of
one
wave
is
it can't happen
no,
again. You know if it happen.
he went through Southeast. Now Southeast feel and pass.
Nah, the guys feel am, men feel am for there. Men feel and that's how they vex Obi may either retire almost go Pakistan as politicians. He remains more clear everything. Just people with their first attempt like this, they just enter House of Rep and Senate one hand.
So are you telling me that Binani them?
No, the second wave no
Eh,
happen again.
the Binani of the no go this woman,
The,
Binta Binani that we join her,
no,
we join the Obi
when I
movement, no
mean
go
like
win.
somebody like Abuja now, they don't really put agents for Abuja. Agents wicked. Lagos, they don't really put agent wicked for Abuja. Port Harcourt, those three states. If by the time when
No, oh, wait. The Obi first wave now. Obi first wave reach Kaduna.
but then nobody expect them now. You don't be like person you don't know. You don't like you this thing now. Where you there relay now. Person you don't get you don't know him leg. If he beat anybody. Yes.
But Uzo. I agree say they don't get Wike as agent for Abuja. But if Kokoso did that ticket, they go get away for Kanu.
That's only can now because end of the day now the four major cities don't go.
So they go sweep Kanu. They go get away for
We again.
you know.
We again.
They
You
go
don't
get away
finish.
for.
We don't finish.
No, because I dey think of how because Jigawa said
But
no, I dey
if
say
by the time
Jigawa.
when somebody win Lagos, win Abuja, win Port Harcourt, you never finish. Putting the men. Kanu, they
No,
go drag 'em.
Obi no get away for
You know,
Lagos
win any
now. He
Lagos,
no wait for
they go. My brothers they will vote against the read coming election.
no, but he no. What I mean is he no nobody win election under Labour for Lagos.
I mean for
Na only him.
I mean this time around, Tinubu go clear Lagos. Maybe Igbo people go vote for Tinubu. I
Make I
swear.
give you another state. Wait. That's another. This one na question. Oti, wetin Oti go do now? It is Oti go the camp.
Go they come go
I
here.
mean, he go say Labour.
He go be like the guy go be like Wike. You know, but they level go dey PC. We just they get in second
He go be
ticket.
God.
Just get in second ticket, no concern them. You know, go in. Who he want? Okay, for example, now for Labour now, who he want bring out as a presidential candidate? The guy go, what
Okay.
you go just get neutral, vote for who you want vote. You know,
So
they don't support anybody.
who come win Abia? Tinubu or Obi? Obi will go take Abia.
Obi go take Abia. We all know that one.
So why you come and talk say Obi no go get wave for Southeast? Obi will go see go through side.
I don't mean Obi. I mean like all those Pakistan politicians who use Obi. You know, some my point now. Obi no, they know. Most people no go use and win again. That's what I mean. Obi go win Southeast. I know.
What of this senator we be Abga before?
Who?
Where they go with Obi?
Say Abaribe.
Okay, Abadibe now. Abadibe no go win again.
Others are Nashawu. They only go here to go take win election. Hello, Nashawu na. It is not only Nashawu they be.
Another one where come from Anambra now. Dr. Uma, what be his name? Say, na senator now.
Who be that?
But it was on what be his name? Say?
You know, so you get another party where they for Southeast. When they don't say man, I think like APP or something. When most of the younger politicians don't join from PDP, APC. Another party they Southeast. You know, the APP or something. They don't send me group tire. They go, this guy even there go to the there and I'm be one of their leaders. Go to you.
Okay, another state. My tell another state where Obi go go. Bayelsa Obi wey go win, but we go through Bayelsa. Na there the party, na there the NDC headquarters dey. So come, no joke
You know understand that they tell you. If you be lose Lagos, lose Abuja, lose Port Harcourt, waiting one take other Kanu, only from Kwazo fit ban Kanu.
No, hold on first. No, let's forget the own numbers now. I'm talking about the people wey go win election under his way. Three
No,
states don show.
you go have to win
Three
election
states don
under his
show.
way, bro. LUP, 23 LUP, 24 day again, no.
Hold on now, hold on. How you go say no dey now? I just give you three states. Kano na big state. Obi wey go go Kano. Obi wey go go Bayelsa. Obi wey go go Abia. Obi wey go go all the states. I mean, come, who's up? I don't know wetin you dey talk o. People go win the election under Obi o
You know what I
this
mean is that
2027.
people
More
are
than
going to vote from him like a capacity, by capacity, not because we will be again.
now.
I mean.
So all these people wey dey run go join am, we go win. Na wetin e mean be that?
I pray make they win now.
All these people wey dey run join am, they go win now. So we are still going to see Obi second wave.
They're not going to be that first wave.
Unless, yes, I think so.
Hmm.
Why you think say Konkoso go? If Konkoso go there, na because of Obi wave na.
I
He
know.
dey think say he go get there.
I know.
He go get Southeast vote 2031.
No, he go get through. If I was wrong with Frank Kwazo, if people don't understand something, fact is in the don't come Kwazo. Yes, every Pakistan has no come Kwazo. That the youth, they know come Kwazo very well. They understand my point. They know I'm very very well. So people you don't understand. For fact, they know come Kwazo. Kwazo is not he he can't count him out or anything. They know come Kwazo, no play. No just play. They know come Kwazo.
So what of if they comot am under Obi? Now they still vote for am for South in 2031.
Yeah, you can't listen. If for real, in 2031, for 2031, any Satan has will come out of with the rest of the time, the people go always go for the north, or for the south.
No.
Now,
Na me, you know say the north, you know say they go plenty now. You know say no be only Konkoso
then
go
the people where
2031.
person where people they go for more now. It's a no position however that for that where they talk.
No, okay. What of
Who?
if you carry person from if you no carry person from
Where?
from from southeast and somebody maybe somebody else carry
Who you want carry for Southeast?
Soludo, carry
Southeast no get any
Oti,
presidential
carry
candidate. You don't get presidential candidate for
no
Southeast. We
running
don't
mate
get take running mate for Southeast. We don't get bus web say a Southeast and I go. You know they do online. They will tell people will tell you now. Nobody go so can this person I go say make you come run. They all of them be thieves. That's the problem with Southeast. All of them be thieves. No, if you listen to all of us, actually, nobody will tell you say now so person that me say I go with him when they make him come. All of them be thieves. Nobody. No new people just the manage. And the people they manage will be starting the manage will be before 2023. Before 2023, who know people started as a political powerhouse. Before 2022, who know as a political powerhouse started. No be Rogers and the Rogers and the group now then the whole ground for starters before 2030 before 2023 will be come out. You know my point. So who know this before 2030? Who know him? Nobody. So may you know that one. You know, may you know that one. And you hear me? Don't log out.
Yeah, also now my network just dropped for some reason. I know it not. Yeah,
I gotta tell the truth.
and my network. So Uzo, make I ask you this question. So in 2031, you have three candidates from the north. Bonkozo, El Rufai, Ribadu, just for example. Now, Konkoso carry Makinde as running mate.
Mm-hmm.
El Rufai carry Wike as running mate.
Mm-hmm.
And Ribadu carry Oti as running mate. Who Southgate go vote for?
Come again. Come to this account. I'll give you honest answer now. Come
Okay.
again.
Okay, so we are 2031. We have maybe I said this thing well. So 2031, sorry, I will try. No, I don't know what thing they happen to. What's going on? So you dey hear me?
I hear you. Yeah.
So 2031, we have
Mm-hmm.
we have three candidates from the north.
Mm-hmm.
Konkoso,
Go on.
sorry,
I hear you.
I don't know what they happen. So you dey hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
So 2031, we have three candidates from the north. Konkoso, El Rufai, Ribadu. Now, Konkoso carry his running mate. He carry Makinde. El Rufai carry Wike. And Ribadu carry Oti. Who una go vote for? Who Southeast go vote for?
Hmm. Do you know that any ticket where Wicked Day, my party will go for? You know that?
Why? Why?
Now
Why
I don't
Wike?
election.
Why Wike?
People still, the Igbo still believe say Wike is a much more better business guy than every other person, even than Obi
Dan
self.
Oti or Soludo?
No, forever. So you don't cheat. So you don't already shit for pants. See, I'll tell you the truth. People still believe, say, like my brother, they still believe, say, Wike is much more better candidate than all this work up. I tell you the honest truth. Waiting make people come down to the hate Soludo small for starting because of waiting I seen betray Obi during the during the presidential election. Give a hope saying go. They already made people come dislike am more. You see my point? Even before normality when he do now they can do it everybody. People still like Wike very, very well. Only thing when people hate am na because of as him betray, give Obi hope, say okay, I dey with you. People they him just fire am at the end.
That was a
That's it.
master class.
Yeah, that was even of that. People still believe say Wike go open more opportunity for business to thrive. All this one where they cost so you go see place of business to thrive. How good they cost so. You say you understand? That is all the thing I see. They are not seeing other nothing again, nothing. You know, OT no be presidential. OT is not a presidential candidate. So you go mess yourself up. OT is not a presidential candidate. You don't get that toughness. It's not a presidential candidate. It's not a presidential candidate. Not everybody go.
That kind of person they want for deputy now.
I've heard no that kind of person, no be person. Remember anybody when they bring out say na deputy, the promotion be say you go take over when the president leave. Remember that is to everybody. That presentation for everybody. So and those is not that kind, it's not the presidential it's not no matter what they do for about in the work for Papa, it's not a presidential stuff. It's not a presidential stuff. It's a BM. After you do your 80, make him go relax. Leave the legacy as it be. Make you leave legacy as it be.
What of Amechi and Wike? Which one?
People go for who want go for Amechi? Amechi is not fun. For even for start is nobody go ever go for Amechi. Amechi na just noise maker. People know that one now. You don't see Peter Amechi and Wike together now. Amechi is a noise maker. Wike are the main deal. Wike is the main deal in Nigerian politics. Yeah, the guy they doing here. The main deal for Nigerian politics is the main deal. If you leave Wike alone, do how they see he go surprise him. Wike go collect PDP presidential target, challenge Tinubu. No overlook that. Is this what I tell you now? This is what I tell you now. This is what I tell you now. He go surprise. You may not surprise you. Say Wike go collect presidential target for PDP. Run against Tinubu. Now then Nigeria I go over. And the guy go flog Tinubu like tomorrow no day. To become money when he don't make. He go sit down every second Jagaban. See them be Jagaban. He go see why be Jagaban. This is what I tell you now. No right and off. No right and off.
No. Me, I mean, don't pretend as if now wetin go happen with that. Say we could go wrong for under PDP. But now just
he go give Tinubu run for his money. And the guy will give Tinubu run for his money.
He don't go do like that. He go just hold that side down.
He go do what?
He go run just to keep PDP away from any other person. Maybe to challenge Tinubu.
Wike is an addition man. It's not like Obi and the Amici them where they fear. We get ambition. Wike like you get ambition. It's not somebody like you can push over. Say he want go PDP. You see that because they want to go PDP, they don't need Jagaban. You don't sacrifice for PDP already. May not surprise. I know they talk. May not surprise. Things will not come out. May not surprise anybody. May not surprise anybody. Give Tinubu for his money. I think Tinubu not video anything because he know the secret of everything that happened. And Wike don't go. You know, Wike don't go. All these people in the bid house give justice, all the justice for Nigeria. The guy don't really bid you. You will give the guy up for his money. I swear, you don't see it happen. No piece of. This is what I talk about. No piece about.
They will party for
happen. I'm not party. We cannot party for Tinubu. Not that they don't need party, my brother. They don't need party. You know, it's not a party. Everybody they find where you go gain. Everybody find where you go gain. Everybody find where you go gain. Nobody party for anybody. I don't understand. You get the power and go take gain. Nobody party for anybody. So no surprise. We give an for his money. No. This is I talk now. No push around. I know. No push around. Not the watch. You're not surprised. Now we can go declare a presidential candidate. I say, how that PDP? Imagine that joke. Everybody say that joke. Everybody say that joke. You carry your neighbor. Now that you go see song now. You carry in band go all over the all. But for real, if we can come out with anybody, people will go for weekend more. Weekend are the main deal for Nigeria politics. Forget all the when they do the main deal. You understand my point?
Yeah, no, I
It's the main deal. Forget what they say. You gonna main deal. You gonna really main deal for politics. Forget say
yeah.
all this way with the thing say
Wiki
it's a
surprised me,
very
so I
main
don't
deal.
lie.
Why does surprise you?
No, I say it surprised me. I not the way into I think say after in
Rise.
governor, he don't finish.
Now we are going to take rise.
But the way the guy
Yeah,
take
rise.
why the guy take pull up.
It's rise now. He rise. The guy rise. No, now I tell you now. A vision guy. That's what I tell you. A vision guy. Imagine it's not the saying he rise from cry. He rise from where politics they hot. You don't understand? But you understand what I mean? They hear me? The network said a good problem.
Yeah, who's sorry. I call.
Network.
Receive call.
Okay. So what I mean is that the rise of weekend, saying the rise from small ocean. You guys need to understand. He rise from where mics and power they play, from where things they happen. It's not like Lagos. So we saying you understand my point. He rise from where heavyweight today. Heavyweight in Port Harcourt politics no be like every other politics in Nigeria. It's not like Anambra politics. It's not like every other politics. Nobody that can be at their state politics or your state or Lagos. Where we say now one person control. You understand my point? People
Yeah.
come out from where things dey happen. They come out from where a background where we say na the strongest they survive. If you know strong, you know strong. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's just like Anambra state. You want come up Anambra as a politician. It's not about the money. Money they there. No be Anambra they kidnap sitting governor. You never tell anything. But if you come back for that kind, be only Anambra they kidnap a sitting governor. Kidnap and go keep am somewhere. It's a joke. So where we can they come out from? Now a place where we say only the strong survive.
Yeah.
It's not like Abia State or Kanu or other state where we say I can only say that's only two states, Anambra and River State. Those two states are something else in terms of politics. They get heavyweight there. No be just where you see people do them see making it wrong. When no fit cough, when they fear. Brother, that's the problem. Who go support Wike? You can me attend come out as a president, man. Everybody go for that move. Who would they go for that one time? Who would they go for the one time? There's nothing good about it. Yeah, no surprise you. Wike they go for president 2027. No, nobody surprise you. Nothing anyone can do about it. Nothing anybody can do about it. Tinubu cannot do shit. But the guy voting for blockers. He's voting for top blockers. Tinubu cannot do shit. But for blockers. You know. I'll say you. So we see him. We see him. Uh, my point is get shape. Now make know where we go.
Maybe the next 1 week now. When be their
7 days now. Now 7 days. That's say don't do 7 days now. That's now. It's 7 days now. Say na 12 for which days? Let's took Monday or how many which days the the day. So we taking no if they run or they work out. If you miss out on that one, that's it. Yeah, that's my point. You miss out on that one, that's it. If by next 7 days they no do their congress, that's it. So see ya pa. Oh see ya pa. That goes say oh see ya pa.
once the deadline don't set, they'll finish. They don't do their. They don't go even do primaries because they will just do convention. I said no party they do primaries. Tinubu na APC na Tinubu get the ticket. ADC na Atiku get the ticket. And also no primary like that.
Now they find the this thing now this one get ticket from the own. What they come and say our man show it. Now them they talk about him. That's it. That's it. They run. Now we pay the. What of your man? What they call himself?
Who?
Prince Adewale.
SDP guy.
Why you laugh like this? No be a man.
Men we get money they spend first. You know say them they get money to spend.
Then they hope to do fundraising.
Then na day that they make.
They do fundraising.
They call disaster. Now them Tinubu Obi and Atiku na they get money na then they
spend money. Have you?
Once they don't settle. Them all those small party, all these them PRP and the rest, all these ones now. They just define free TV.
Maybe you are free, so you don't trust them again. Not going to go where in there. You know what you're telling me?
Now free TV that they do for. If they no run for presidency, arise no get their time. Get away. Get away go reach that. I would not pay money, now they go arise.
It's not who don't pay money. It's also like who want to get the more view and more like. Oh no, they look fine now. Obi come out now. No, I mean if Obi come out now, say one counter you for arise. You know how much arise go make for by using Obi as YouTube, this thing, and all those kinds of things.
Nah, that's what.
You understand my point?
That's small money. The money you go
That's
buy,
more money.
they go buy airtime. Come, you know how much be 7 minutes for rice? Now 15 million.
How much? To hear you for 7 minutes.
Yes.
If now you call, if now you call them now, if now they call you,
And now they talk like,
then,
no. If you no pay on, if you no go pay, Tinubu no go pay. How much is it Tinubu go pay? Say make they no bring go big on studio. They no go collect the money. Come, which kind of hear you? These people have money. Tinubu, 500 million. I don't want to see you be for arise for 2 weeks. They don't collect them. I know that they spend the money now. Not be saying now big go spend that, but now the people, now the presidential committee where they run the show.
So they don't want to see this person for your TV.
If you say you know collect the money, if you they run the news agency. why you set up the business? Don't be for money. Guy, these people, I understand say yes, they hold the responsibility to bring those people to studio too. That one day, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But all those adverts, people, you know, say we now because they would watch them for TV, right? Would they watch them for YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
Then for Nigeria live, right? When Charles they talk to the other city, they happen live. So and if they watch them live, they see adverts, Abi. So all those ads too now also part of the money that they pay for with that, right? They go ask you say, okay, if you want interview will be because if you want to run adverts when the interview will be, it would be more expensive just because of what you talk. So you go get
because you get enough view, people go come enough view.
So they go increase the people who will do adverts and waiting. I think you where they do business, they want that to be session. So it happened that way.
Mm-hmm. So even Obi then go take hand advertise for you. Come to Obi is live, everybody, let's go.
And again, all the party member and free
now advertisement for you. They go here to advertise for you. Obi is live, let's go and watch him. They will help you advertise.
And then they will be there to save their need down because now they get a big platform and they go many places. So now take now them. If you become president now, at least you go see 2 to 3 people for Arise where you go work for Aso Rock. Live.
So but like I don't say what they call themselves profile was saying now. Yeah, number one.
So everything hustle.
You see reply, see I don't know about to call that. This that cannot complete though.
Huh?
Drop them like that without the
yes. In that
bucket.
But you go work for the next government. That one for sure.
It has a bunch of these main things.
You say one that please, right? Yeah, that's what I'm using.
Yeah.
We joke. We joke. Or because you rent or be. And I did that joke. My mom. Who is my mom? Like, you know, they're new here. I'm not going to relax.
Not them. No get problem.
It's not going anywhere.
We they enjoy life. They go. They get attention at drugs. I say attention at drugs. So we they enjoy life. They flex. They fly up and down free. That's like royalty now. So they go to contest till 2031. They go contest again. If you see there like 2030,
as a vice,
contest again.
As a vice, I'll say what?
my guy, I know the tell say he go win. He go contest. If you not contest, what you want make they do?
Go back to his business.
Just like Atiku. If Atiku no contest, what you want make they do? What make him die? If they know these people no run around, give them 5 years, they don't die. This is you want them to be make Obi no run contest again. What you want make they do? Go for if Obi no contest again, they go forget her now. Nobody go talk about her. This ain't go be survivor. Or you contest you will make sure you know they contest again. Good job you won't give out. All this one if you work again. Now their job now they don't get so they will contest OT then they know if you work out again. People they see all this obedient when they complain say me to know me Atiku no go again. You just they wait.
Obi when they complain
Obi go declare for 2031. Yeah, go say okay. They will call it say Atiku never run 7 times. No be only 4 times now. They're gonna make excuse for her. But that's the only way you can stay relevant. Nigeria nobody sophisticated like that. If you say if Obasanjo know they do what they do, so we'll see no. So how many of them go feel? How many of them they go feel do what Obasanjo they do after they don't come up for office? Well, good luck. Well, good luck now because they see young, they see they parade up and down. Good luck na president. So he don't win president before. So
they still got opportunity to run again. I think one wrong.
Yeah, but he don't even if he don't run again, he go see the relevance. That's what I mean. I go see the people go see the associate with that. But this them will be where they never win. Allow you. Imagine say Atiku know they run again. Say he don't start 1999. We for not forget that now.
The GNC don't know who be itself.
So that's another reason why they will have to keep. I mean, they have signed up for it. Sure, will they still get like 4 elections to run? You go see. Obi still get like 2. We know Obi get like 2 more after 2027. Obi still go see for 2031, 2035. You go see there. Die. Let's say he die or he no get he know the figure there. Okay, let's say 2027 now, he no get up to 6 billion. Right? Okay, we know say okay, he no go dey ready by that year. But if he perform well small, 2031, then if he can see get some few million, he go see the run. Anything we make they get 2-3 million. You go see the run.
Go keep a month.
So that's how the game be. Because show where the number go they increase from 2031. Right? It go increase
the house.
Because now all these old men go see they go don't mature small. People go don't know and trust her, So the number go increase. That will give her hope for 2035. But that time go not be in the 70s. You say it go not be up there. Who say we call her Syria contestant?
They call her Syria contestant.
That's why I think we did start. People they forget he start as a young man in his 40s, and they start. So all these people now drugs. Once you don't get that kind of popularity, you don't reach that level. That lie, you no one give them up. Can't go back and just sit down. They do it. You won't die through away. They will die.
They go club now.
Nah. Nigeria small now. Yeah, they never build there. Never they sophisticate they reach that level. We say okay, these people will get busy. Especially when you never Obi go fade out quick if you stop to the run.
Yeah, I go fade sometime. But the money no go fade.
Come on, you get the money.
He
no get up, he no go because he go to pay for security. If to say don't like Atiku now, I think we know they pay for insecurity. A federal government say they pay out. You understand? Obasanjo
How much they pay for? How much they pay for security? They talk about say because money come plenty.
no. That they know that they get plenty security. Oh. All those men, oh, no go there. Oh. You go after you go know.
But they get security. I know say they get. They get
Dem
that.
article they go still get at least minimum of 10 personnel wey go dey follow them up and down. We no go just dey see them
Mm-hmm.
na CS, DSS na. Why you see say why you
Yeah.
see them with convoy like that? Most of them are security. So Obi never reach that level. So now okay.
Maybe they get private. You want to be, maybe you want to be private now. You know, you private.
So he no go fit dey pay. So Obi, you see good luck too. Good luck said they get convoy. Security see dey inside. People like
Yeah, now former governor, and
yeah,
former president now. Now you're right.
all these president, their security see dey intact.
Now you're right, you know.
So, but
Now you're right. So,
now waiting them people like them will be, no go one look because now say get as soon as it don't become major political party now, they go give us security, right? Once you don't nominate them, they don't reach that level, they will give a few security. So some privileges they will be saying now only that when they at that level they go get that. They no go fit afford them with their money. Their money go quick finish.
that will go quick finish.
They will finish. That's why they say all these governors now. They never see governor wey no go senate. Now we just retire, we no go senate. You know,
even as now they do now, my governor hope that them don't collect, don't the command go senate.
So, but you know, they see them with convoy now. After they don't come up for government house, so they say they go run come abroad. Why is it they run the cost for abroad? Because they not go fit pay for their security for Nigeria continuously like that. They no fit afford that. Even though they state government they see pay, they see they get security because they use that the job. Then they collect the cash. So there's a lot of privilege that comes. These people want at that level that they have to. Now my brother don't tell me one day. He say if you go Aso Rock, he say he don't know as heaven bill. He said if you go Aso Rock, when it comes to security, security, he dey walk like perfect. Like he say in fact, I say he no see human being wey go fit secure a house like that or get that kind of house secure am. He say if na human security is perfect. If na let everything that has to do with safety and so say that's why most of them no dey wan comot. They won't die around that power. There's just so much. People like Babangida now, you won't go near their house. The kind of security all those one will get. And that is
where one from go?
Government see they pay.
When one go there, go do. One go in house, go do with it. They invest for security now. Because they say they share their life, so they share on their life. People who don't offend also. You know my point?
Yeah.
Then only for them, they're not just scared because of just say another thing. People who don't offend. So
yeah, that be
until they die.
So there's some kind
until they die. So now fear.
Also,
until they die, that's what they will be. Now big man wahala be that. Now big man wahala. They will see there and no be.
That's why every people like them, Buhari and Tinubu, now their old age, they just get that kind of power. So they just live retirement on free ride with the best of everything. They can't like when they retire with them, but don't be afford now. You know, they don't walk all their life. They don't do all the hustle, both the good, the bad, and the ugly. They just retire.
They don't carry the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah, now they are retiring as king.
They don't do everything.
The whole country they treat them as king. Everything are the best doctor, best food, best everything. I envy those people.
Don't help us. Don't help us in Nigeria, man. That country, I don't know where they go. Mm. Yeah, they're here.
Tomorrow thing so.
Hmm?
I say na tomorrow thing so.
Tomorrow, what?
Na later things.
One of Imo State say they go, they come Senate. When do I go, they can't do it again.
What you want make you do if you don't go there?
It was a former senator, now I can't go. Now I can't go back to Senate again.
You want me come?
Entire meal.
You want me come fully they go Walmart for Houston? Make you the harass am.
They can come here now. They come follow the job. Every morning you go job. Enjoy your money.
Yeah, one run for. You need to go to the one for Abuja. You go run for Senate president. Senate. You run for vice president one day.
Who be that?
Imo State.
No job wasting time.
Make I close shop. We will talk tomorrow or later.
All right. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye bye.